I was a bad son, now I'm a good dad. I was a bad son, now I'm a good dad. I was a bad son, now I'm a good dad. What up? When I was a little boy, I put my hood on my back. All eyes on me and nobody cut me no slack. While bowling up and down, that cold money was all I thought. And daddy was selling drugs, so it made me say fuck sports. Him teaching me the game, felt like he was passing the torch. In front of projects, I jumped off the stoop, not a port. My OGs was my idols, not no Meech or Rick Ross. And remember, to be a boss, life was always the cause. I carry Christ on my back, that's why they call me the cross. And whenever shit was rough, I just hustle and stay my course. And every time I pull myself back on my feet, digging my cleats. Every step I take, rip up the streets. A gun in a vest, some money and weed is all I need. When I hit the block, my mama started losing her sleep. To love a nigga like me is really not for the weak. I became a villain after that 100 bullets ate up my Uncle G. I was a bad son, now I'm a good dad. I'm hands-on, my kids ain't raised by no iPad. I show up every day, if you a man, try that. Can't call yourself a man if you make a child and deny that.
Alright, we should be good now. What's up? Let's go, cuz we back in, man. Y'all pardon the technical difficulties, man. Welcome to another episode of Good Dad, Bad Son. It's your favorite cousin. Yo, what up, sis? Let's go. What up, Danny? Let's share this screen. Ooh. Pardon me, y'all. Josh, what's good, brother? What's good, brother? I'm gonna be up there for Frank Party, too. I gotta find me a tux. Josh, you already got your tux? Frank got the Harlem Nights theme. Birthday party coming up. Gotta find me something to wear. Matter of fact, we're gonna have to get some footage from there too. Might go live or something up there. About to start looking at me too. What's good? What's good, Cross? What's good, y'all? Yo, why they did your man Bobby Shmurda like that in Minnesota? What's going on with Bobby? Why they do Bobby like that, man? They did Bobby wrong. Let me see. I can start off with that, man. Why they did Bobby like that? Is this it? Oh, no. What's up? What's new, people? What's the deal? We got everybody coming in a minute. Boom, 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 boom. We'll start it off like this, man. Another mass shooting, man. Sydney, Australia. Let the people come in. A lot of people come in.
Another deadly mass shooting, this one in Australia, where police say two gunmen opened fire on Sydney's famous Bondi Beach, killing at least 11 people. One of the suspects also is dead. Another is in custody. NBC's Raf Sanchez is following the latest developments for us. Raf, what more can you tell us?
Well, Willie, Australian authorities are calling this a terrorist attack targeting the Jewish community as it was celebrating the first night of Hanukkah. Here's what we know. As you said, 2 gunmen opened fire with long guns. There are at least 11 people killed, including one of the shooters. The second gunman is in custody in critical condition, and authorities are now investigating whether a third individual was potentially involved. Now, amid the horror, there was also heroism. There is a video that is a little difficult to watch, but I want to show it to you in just a second here. You see, if we have that video, you see the man in white there running up and tackling that suspected gunman. There is a struggle, and you can see he appears to wrestle what looks like a shotgun out of that man's hands. Now, the individual in white has not at this point been identified, but local leaders are hailing what they say were extraordinary acts of personal courage by people who just jumped in at the scene. It is very likely that that man saved some lives by appearing to disarm that gunman. We know that at least 29 people were taken to hospital. Among them are 2 police officers. Authorities are saying police were on the scene and engaging in a gun battle with these shooters within just minutes. Police are also saying that they found a car linked to the killed gunman, which does appear to contain improvised explosive devices. Now, the bomb squad there in Sydney is probing that vehicle. They are looking for more clues. They are looking for more details about the motives. And, Willie, a massive police investigation is now underway. But we can already say at this point that this is one of the worst gun massacres in Australian history. Willie?
Just terrifying images there at one of the favorite places, not just in Australia, but in the world. As you say, a Jewish celebration, the first night of Hanukkah, some 1,000 people gathered there. And it just gives you chills, breathtaking to watch the heroism of that one man to disarm one of the gunmen, but not before, as you say, 11 people were killed.
They said it was the first day of Hanukkah? Man, what up, bro? Josh, I don't know what happened with Bobby, man. I don't know what's going on with Bobby. Kurt, you got to get it from Will. I don't know what happened to the old link. I don't know what happened. Hit Will, tell him put it in the chat right quick. But I'm going to go back to right here, man. I'm going to go back to right here.
You see the man in white there running up and tackling that suspected gunman. There is a struggle, and you can see he appears to wrestle what looks like a shotgun out of that man's hands. Now, the individual in white has not at this point been identified, but local leaders are hailing what they say were extraordinary acts of personal courage by people who just jumped in at the scene. It is very likely that that man saved some lives by appearing to disarm that gunman. We know that at least 29 people were taken to hospital. Among them are 2 police officers. Authorities are saying taken to hospital. Among gunmen. We know that at least 29 people were taken to hospital. Among them are 2 police officers. Authorities are saying police were on the scene and engaging in a gun battle with these shooters within just minutes. Police are also saying that they found a car linked to the killed gunman, which does appear to contain improvised explosive devices. Now, the bomb squad there in Sydney is probing that vehicle. They are looking for more clues. They are looking for more details about the motives. And, Willie, a massive police investigation is now underway. But we can already say at this point that this is one of the worst gun massacres in Australian history. Willie?
Just terrifying images there at one of the favorite places, not just in Australia, but in the world. As you say, a Jewish celebration, the first night of Hanukkah, some 1,000 people gathered there. And it just gives you chills, breathtaking to watch the heroism of that one man to disarm one of the gunmen, but not before, as you say, 11 people were killed. So where will this investigation, Raf, go now from here? You have one of the gunmen dead. You have one, as you say, in critical condition. There were improvised devices, bomb disposal units being dispatched there. Clearly, this was planned, a long time coming. What are the next steps here?
Yeah, so Willie, we are heading into the nighttime now in Australia, but you have a massive crime scene along Bondi Beach now. Lots of potential areas for evidence, areas for clues. Police there will be looking at the firearms. Guns are quite unusual in Australia. It has one of the lowest gun death rates of any developed country. And that's partly, Willie, because there was a major gun massacre in Australia in 1996. It's called the Port Arthur Massacre. More than 30 people were killed. And the Australian government responded extremely swiftly with a new wave of gun laws. It's difficult to buy weapons in Australia. There was an enormous national gun buyback. And that is part of the reason that this is just so shocking for people around the world, but especially in Australia, where gun violence is unusual. As you say, they have one of the suspected gunmen in custody. They are describing him as being in critical condition. We don't know if at some point they are going to be able to interrogate this individual to find out more about the planning, about the motivation here, but they will be scouring the social media accounts of the people.
Why he ain't shoot him? What y'all would have did? We in the last days, Cross. I want to know why he ain't shoot him. I want to know why he ain't shoot him. Shoot him. It's a free kill.
That were involved. They will be looking at the weapons, and of course, they will be looking at that vehicle, which was found near the sea, and it appears that those improvised explosive devices did not go off. We do not know whether the attackers tried to employ them during the attack or not. From what we can see from video at the scene, the two individuals who were dressed in black firing those long guns from a bridge, an elevated, whether the attackers tried to employ them during the attack or not. From what we can see from video at the scene, the two individuals who were dressed in black firing those long guns from a bridge, an elevated position down onto the crowds below. You can see one of the gunmen there on that bridge firing what appears to be a rifle after his comrade was disarmed by that bystander. And there was a large police response, including armed officers, to that scene. But a massive crime scene and a by that bystander. And there was a large police response, including armed officers, to that scene. But a massive crime down onto the crowds below. You can see one of the gunmen there on that bridge firing what appears to be a rifle after his comrade was disarmed by that bystander. And there was a large police response.
Somebody that was probably going to try to be a hero in the mix of it all. Somebody that was going to be a hero.
Armed officers to that scene, but a massive crime scene and a lot of evidence to sift through. Police are saying at this point they believe there is no further danger to the community, but police are out in force across the Sydney area and across broader Australia right now. Willie.
And on high alert, as you say, and as RAF reports, police now explicitly saying this is a terrorist attack targeting Jewish people during a Hanukkah celebration on Bondi Beach. Raf Sanchez will be back to you for more throughout the morning. We appreciate it, and we will have much more, both on Bondi Beach and the mass shooting in Providence, Rhode Island, coming up shortly on Sunday, today, and throughout the day on NBC News Now and NBCNews.com. We'll send you back now to your regularly scheduled programming. I'm Willie Geist.
Another terrorist shooting. I know it is. Kurt, where your earbuds at, Kurt? Come on now.
I'm putting them in now.
What's up with it?
Shit, I've been trying to get in the last 30 minutes. Y'all done changed the site.
Allow him to walk away. You're right. Why would they be so close? I don't know, Cross.
I think the son was trying to off who took the gun from his pops. He looked like he was trying to kill him.
Yeah. At that point, of course.
Hey, once he got that gun from him, he should have shot the shit out of him. He let him get away.
They didn't get away. They got caught.
I mean, they got caught, but I mean, if it's a motherfucker shooting and I got up on him and got his weapon, I'm gonna shoot the shit out of him.
Kurt, you came with 4 or 5 curses, man, in 2 sentences.
Wow.
Come on now.
Oh well,
I
I'm
want to
still
shout
work.
too, man.
I'm still working on that, BJ. I haven't got that.
It's not hard.
Yeah, well, that's what you say.
Yeah, man. I couldn't believe that, and that was that's definitely Nor people's.
Let me see.
No, come on, stop that. Stop labeling who belonged to who. That probably was a
I was just
stop.
joking.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
was just
Cause
joking.
I thought me and you was on the team together for now.
Just joking.
You keep talking
I'm
about the
waiting on
team.
I'm waiting on Lost Cross to come in here.
He in the chat.
I want to see his face in the play. Then he can't run behind his Twitter fingers.
Let's see something.
Yeah. So another mass shooting, man. So who do we blame now?
Hey,
Guns,
Seems like it's the usual suspects.
guns.
guns. I'm with Devon on that. Guns in the hands of irresponsible gun owners.
It's,
Seems like it's
this society's too emotional for guns, man. They too radicalized. People have too many opinions. It's too
You know,
easily accessible.
what up,
Guns
Johnny?
shouldn't
I,
be guns shouldn't be owned, man.
hey, Devon, I looked up the Second Amendment, and it wasn't necessarily designed for everybody to just have all kind of guns you want. It was designed for militias, so the government don't come into these cities and run the government through the military. It was designed for the militia groups, not for everyday citizens, except to, like if you have a gun in your house to defend yourself, not to just be walking out on the streets with no switches and all of this. That shit is crazy. That's not how it even reads in the Constitution. It don't even read like that in the Constitution.
Not to mention when they came out with that constitutional law about guns, they owned muskets. You could shoot a musket from 3 feet away. You wouldn't even hit a person. They didn't even know what they was talking about. They didn't expect them to have guns that shoot through walls or anything like that. I
Shoot
don't
through
know.
armor piercing
It's
weapons.
ridiculous. These
It's
men
What
had
else
ridiculous.
y'all talking
rifles
about right
out
here?
there.
Hold on, y'all.
I am a Muslim, I'm an Arab, and today I stand with the Jewish community in Australia. What happened was not a misunderstanding, it was anti Semitism, it was terrorism. This kind of hate grows when extremists is allowed space and incitement is ignored. The ideology behind the attack is linked to a Muslim Brotherhood led movement. The same ideology driven the army committing crimes in Sudan. Different place, but the same thinking. In the UAE, anti Semitism is a crime. Extremism is stopped early. This is how society stays safe. Standing with the Jewish community is not politics, it's humanity. I stand with the victim, I stand against terrorism.
That's what Noah got to come up here and say.
She will. You know that's how annoying. She
Will,
ain't
what up?
What's good with it?
Well,
my
what
man Big
cave you
Will.
just came out of, man? You got sending us all the way over to Egypt trying to get on the website. What's wrong
Try
with you, bruh?
try to
You
make
all
sure
right?
y'all try to make sure y'all well traveled.
You all
Yeah, I
right?
Make sure we got
disagree.
our
We need
passport.
firearms, especially
We
as a
already
black
gave
community.
you. We already gave you your title. You just the sound administrator. You
That's the
go
most
in the.
important
Black
job.
people from the.
Read that
Yeah,
comment
you.
again, BJ.
I disagree. We need firearms, especially as a black community.
You need firearms for what, man? Tell me what we need firearms for. Who's running into your house taking what on a normal day basis? No, man. Nobody's doing nothing. You live a normal life. You go back and forth to work. Stop acting like you live some life where you need to be completely fired, armed up every day. I understand a rifle in your home to make sure nothing else happen. Cool. But if you don't invite violence, violence doesn't happen. And this is coming from a person who is violent. I'm not with none of the nonsense today. We're not doing none of it this live. Not today. Not today.
Listen. I
Stop
I
it.
think that I'm not so against a weapon in the house. I got a revolver. I only need one shot if somebody come in here. I don't need no 800 shots to shoot at nobody.
Now, now you John Wick.
Bruce Willis.
You
This nigga,
nigga,
Dude,
nigga,
if
lay
you
this
your
come,
ass
nigga,
down
he always
with
takes
that
shit too
bullshit.
far,
if
man. He
it
always takes
no,
That
shit too
bullshit
far,
revolver
man.
that nigga
He
got,
always
they would have
takes
what
laid
shit too
Kurt
far.
ass down.
what I'm saying, I got a 357. I guarantee you, you come through that door, and I know you coming through that door. I'm gonna put you down.
What about the person you don't know that's coming through the door? Because usually
How I'm
that's
not
how it go.
how am I not know somebody coming through my door?
You could be sleep.
Cause they
If you come,
they
For one,
professional,
for
sir.
one, for one, you could be sleep. For
if
two,
you
you could
come,
be talking. You could be talking like you talking to us right now, and somebody kicking your door. What are you talking
and
about?
I'm gonna reach right here. I'm gonna grab that 357. The minute he come through that door, I'm gonna blow his brains out.
I'm just saying, did y'all see the weapons they had,
Oh,
man, to come
You
back to a
talk
normal world? Let's come back to a normal world. Do you see the weapons they
in
had?
what world,
th-
Kurt?
Yeah, Kirby, somewhere else. You see the weapons they had. There's no way in the world those should be something you can just go to the store and get. For what? What is
exactly.
the What is the purpose
That's what
other
I'm
than
saying.
something like that?
Those weapons were
And
designed for war, for
and
soldiers.
and I'm not gonna say if you an immigrant, you definitely shouldn't have it. I'm gonna say if you an immigrant, you should be looked over three, four times before you can even think about getting a weapon like that. If you a felon, you get
So do y'all think
triple
Muslim?
check.
So do y'all have a problem with Muslim immigrants then? Are Muslim immigrants the problem?
I have a problem with
No,
immigrants, period, that come across this country illegally.
You said no, Kurt.
I'm not against immigration. This country was built off of immigration, from immigration's blood.
It wasn't built off Muslim immigrants.
An immigrant is an immigrant. I don't care
Right,
where he from.
no,
What is you talking about?
right now we talking about Muslim immigrants, Kurt.
Wait.
All right,
All I'm
don't
gonna
worry
say
about it.
is, all I'm gonna say
Cross
is,
that yeah, legal immigration.
I can name what Chinese brought to this country. I can name what Black people brought to this country. I can name what even these yakkers brought to this country. I can't name anything that as them as a whole brought to this country other than violence.
Violence beget violence. If you perpetrate violence on somebody, you don't think they got a right to perpetrate violence back?
What you mean by that?
Okay, let me say it like this. If I came into your house and start perpetrating violence on you and your woman in your household, you feel like you shouldn't be able to perpetrate that back?
What up, Johnny?
Even if you
What
even
up,
if you
Johnny?
moved them, even if you moved in my neighborhood.
Even if I moved into your neighborhood, what are you saying?
Yeah.
Like if you did something to me and my family, and months later I move into your neighborhood and see you, I should be able to do something to you. Is that what you're saying?
If you still doing something to my family, I'm gonna come after you. I don't think I should lay down and say I'm gonna lay down after you done perpetrated all type of violence begets violence. If you violent towards somebody, they gonna become violent back. That's why this thing is out of control.
All right, but that's not what's going on. They're shooting innocent people at a beach. They killed 12 people that was minding their business. They didn't kill no one that did something to them. You be trying to justify the wrong things, Kurt. I'm telling you,
At
I'm
the
not
wrong
just
time sometime.
no. I'm not saying that murder period is wrong. I've said that on a number of occasions. Killing in its whole essence is wrong. Whether it's the death penalty, whether it's blowing up ships down in Argentina with people hanging off the side of boat.
Kurt,
However,
you got
it's
an echo.
wrong.
You got an echo, Kurt.
Is it still echo?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just you too.
I don't know. I got my earphone in.
Sound like a
You got
TV.
anything playing in the background?
Mm-mm.
Hold on. one hand you're saying you agree with the killing or whatever if
No,
somebody's
that's
doing
not
it.
what I'm saying. What I said is violence begets violence. That's how like the gang wars start. One person shoot it, they click, then the next people they shoot back. That's what that is. It is what it is. Violence begets violence. If you show love to somebody, then love normally comes back. But that's not the atmosphere that we got going on. You know what I'm saying? America is going over there bombing and causing all kind of mayhem, killing they kill children, and then saying you killing our children is terrorism. It's still terrorism, whether we doing it or they doing it. We
So
need
they
to stop the.
basically you saying if one of the Muslim immigrants shoot you in your head and kill you, they justify it.
I haven't created no violence with them. I ain't got no beef with
The
them.
12 people they just killed ain't creating no violence with them.
And those babies in Gaza didn't create no violence with America, but they gave Israel bombs. All I'm saying is violence begets violence.
Nah, we got that part, but it don't even
I'm
matter.
not saying anything about justification for killing. There is no justification for killing.
Got you. Nobody, make sure y'all ain't got your TVs on in the background.
Definitely hear
We're gonna move on
somebody.
to the
It's
next
definitely not
topic,
on.
the Brown University shooting. Right quick. It's another shooting.
Information on the victims now and go to Morgan Norwood, who's at Rhode Island Hospital with the latest there. Morgan, I understand you're getting new information.
We are. Good morning to you, Whit. And you're right. This is Rhode Island Hospital, the state's only level 1 trauma center, certainly equipped to handle these types of mass casualty incidents. This is the epicenter of that massive medical response. But for so many families, it is also the center of grief and heartbreak, but also hope as they gain some updates from officials just moments ago. Doctors, we know, are treating 8 victims, all students, 7 now in stable condition. 1 does remain in critical condition. The good news this morning is that no one's status was downgraded overnight, which should, of course, come as relief to loved ones who have gathered here bedside. Authorities say a 9th victim did show up to the hospital hours after that shooting with a bullet fragment injury, but was treated and immediately released. But there are the invisible injuries. Support services, mental health services, we know, have been activated, and the Nonviolence Institute is on site over at the university to support those impacted. The hospital says it continues to work not only with Brown University, but with law enforcement as they continue this investigation. Janae?
So glad that those 9 others were able to be stabilized. Morgan, thank you.
That's messed up, boy. Can't even go to
Guys,
school,
Can't
man.
your kids to school.
Can't even go to
And
school.
that's
guys, man.
ain't that the same thing as that nightclub shooting up in New York? I mean, I think that the messaging that you all are getting from me is wrong. I don't think, like when it's violence like that, and it's everywhere. Everybody is doing it. But who are we to clump all Muslims in the category of terrorists because of a few bad ones? It's just like they trying to say, well, the Muslims, they marrying kids. But when I show the video of the Christians doing it, it's, well, we all ain't, do sin. Don't justify it on one end and then say it's wrong on the other. You label a whole group of people for the evil of a few that doesn't represent the whole nation as a people. Because even in that clip where that shooting, it was a Muslim that disarmed that dude that was shooting up people. So, is the Muslim the terrorist or is he the hero? We can't classify all Muslims as terrorists because of a few bad people. Just like we can't label all so-called black people as lazy and laxical and dizzy because of a few old sucker ass niggas out here that's bums that's sitting on the corner.
What up,
What do we
Jay?
know about the shooting so far? Which I
They
heard, huh?
University
they
do.
haven't really let out a whole bunch of information. They still saying they're investigating.
And then
They
I
everybody
do
died.
they do know that the
they said
dude the dude the father got killed and they captured the son. The father was a gun owner, been a gun owner for the last 10 years. He had like 7 different weapons that he had registered legally. But I can't see him as representing the whole Muslim community because there's a lot of Muslims that ain't about that.
yeah. As
Peace
far as
and
the
love,
Brown shoe,
family. Kurt, you're right. What Kurt right about? What Kurt right about, man? Don't
as
start.
far as the Brown shooters goes, I know they caught a suspect in. They brought him in this morning, but I ain't see like a picture, nothing of him, man. But my thing is, man, like I say, every time we on this podcast talking about anything, man, it's the guns, man. We gotta take guns away from people, man.
That's never
That's
gonna
what it
happen,
is.
Davon. It's never gonna happen though.
It's never
Like
gonna
I
it's
happen.
know, man.
impossible. First of all, that's like
You
stopping
can't even do
cocaine.
it. You can't even do it. It
Yeah,
can't even get done.
It
not
should be
possible.
then they should pass a law where I know it ain't gonna make things better overnight, but they should pass a law, man. You can't have no type of automatic weapon, no type of long rifle like that. It's scary, man. We can't send our kids off to college. We can't go to the mall. We can't go to Target. What we doing, man? What we doing? What we
It's
doing?
amazing. It's amazing that you talk about you can't send your kids to school and college and to the mall and all this for a few shootings. Niggas get shot in the hood every day. Niggas
Daily,
get shot in the hood
multiple
every
times a
day,
day.
multiple times a day.
That's
You run around the hood all day, not caring, without a care in the world. We never saw the hood as dangerous. You was never fearful to come outside. You was part of the problem, actually, in
yeah,
some
but
cases.
the difference
Now
is
all of a
not.
sudden you talk about because of a few shootings and a few
Yes,
shootings or whatever,
BJ,
you can't
the
send your
difference
kids to
is
school.
between now and then is I can't speak for anybody else, but I know
Ain't no
I
now and
didn't know
then.
better
Now is
back then.
now. It's still shootings
Now
in
is
the
then,
hood
okay,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah, there's still shootings, and I didn't know better back then. When I was a kid, I didn't know about the gun violence and what's going on. I don't take those things into statistics. I ain't got no kids I'm sending to school back when I was a kid. I don't know about those things. I know about those things now as an adult. And I can say, yo, nah, man, these guns is not good. Now I have the power and the consciousness to say, nah, man, robbery's not good. Nah, this isn't good. All of those things that I indulged in as a kid are not good for our kids now. That's the title of the show.
Yeah,
Yes, I
guns
was a
ain't good.
bad son, but now
Guns
I'm
ain't
trying to
good.
be a good dad. Guns are not good. Guns are just as bad as alcohol. Guns are just as bad as drugs, if not worse. Man. We had gun violence every
All right.
day.
So look. Guns ain't good. Right. Guns ain't good. They never gonna get rid of guns. So what's the
Ever.
next
No.
step?
That's
That's
make
never gonna
laws.
happen. What's the next step?
That's make laws that make the punishment of carrying a rifle or any type of automatic weapon will make you not want to. 25 years or better. Let's
Wait,
start there.
let me say,
It's still a bunch of dudes going to jail getting life sentences every day. It's
Yeah.
still dudes getting life. First of all, hold on. When you get situations like this, they don't care about going to jail. They're actually doing that till they get killed. They're standing in the middle of the street
Until someone
shooting.
okay, you know that
They
one
don't care
thing when a
about
teacher sits
jail.
in a you know when a teacher's in a bad classroom and he says, man, as long as I can reach one kid, I'm happy. As long as we could take one gun out of one hand at a time, man, I'm happy, man. If we could get one gun at a time outside from America, reach arms from another kid being shot, then I'm happy. I don't need everybody's gun in one night. If we can get one gun
One
a
gun
day
at
at
a
a time,
time.
it's better, man. There's one less violence, man. I'm just saying, how many school deaths we gonna hear about? How many violent deaths we gonna hear about before we start to do something? Can we still? We can't make the excuse of not getting the ball rolling for not getting the ball rolling. That can't be the excuse.
It's not
It's
even an
too
excuse.
hard. Can't be the excuse.
What you're saying is not possible. But check
It's
this
not
out.
too hard. It's just can't happen. It's
It
no
won't
way it can
happen.
happen.
I'm not
But
New
saying we're
York, New
taking
York got some of
every
the
gun.
strictest gun laws, and damn near everybody still got weapons.
That's true, but there's less guns in New York than it is, let's say, Atlanta or Texas or something like that.
5 years for the gun, a year for each bullet. Everybody still got guns and bullets.
Let's make it 30 years for each gun, 5 years for each bullet.
Now,
Let's
still gonna
make it
have them.
irrational, man. Because
in
at the end of the day,
America,
it's not
in
worth a
America,
life.
in America, we got millions of people that have guns, right?
Yes.
It's a few. If what you saying was true, because we people have guns, guns are the problem. If guns are the problem, like you saying, guns are the problem, it would be way more shootings. Wait, you literally wouldn't be able to go outside because everyone has a gun, especially in Georgia.
BJ, you don't feel like it's
Everyone
damn
has a
near
gun.
impossible to go outside right now?
No, I'm
Can
outside
you?
every day,
I
all
mean,
day. I'm outside all day, every day with no gun.
yeah, I know.
With no gun.
I know.
I was outside all day, every day in the hood.
Listen,
No.
listen, it's dangerous outside now compared to
Johnny
before.
said, I don't have a gun, don't need one. When has it became
I
so
feel the
when have
same
y'all
way.
became so fearful because of these shootings y'all see on TV? Now all of a sudden everybody's so fearful. But you and Kurt, and you know what's amazing, Will?
What's
Him and
that?
Kurt are the same dudes that in a split second, I'd have punched him in his face. Y'all gonna be the first niggas to get shot.
Get shot. Yep.
Yeah.
Certain
Anytime I turn
situations,
around, Kurt talking about what he would have did, and Davon talking about what he would have did.
certain situations, I'm not gonna care if I get shot. If somebody disrespect my kid in front of me, you getting punched in your mouth. What am
It
I
wasn't even
worried about
about
them?
disrespecting your kid. It was something somebody
I
said.
know you. It
You
was
was
the
like, yo,
Martin
I'd have
Luther
just
King
punched him in his
situation.
face.
Yeah, but it was the Martin Luther King situation. I said if we was in the same room, I'd have just punched him in the mouth because he sounds stupid. I remember.
So now you should get your fist cut off. Everybody should get their fist cut off
Because
because
you initiated
now
the
you got
violence.
now you just want to punch people in the face of what they say.
Just
Everybody has
because
a
you
fist.
don't turn something minuscule into that's petty talk. You sound that argument's retarded. We know the difference between guns and a fisticuffs.
It's the
A
same thing.
fisticuff ain't no a fisticuff ain't losing nobody's life at the end of the day.
Violence is
You
violence.
wanna punch somebody in the
Violence is
mouth
not
because of what they
violence.
said.
Yeah,
A shot to the forehead isn't a punch to the
you
mouth.
can't dictate how I respond to your. You punch me in.
That's a
You
fact.
6'5", 250. I'm 5'8",
That's a fact.
140, bro. You getting shot if you punch me in the face.
That's a fact. And it's justified.
Yeah, you hit me first. I was minding my
And it's just
business.
not only that, the size. The size different.
Exactly.
The size is his body is a weapon. It's
Yep.
justified. Now you dead. Somebody just got killed like that.
I don't know. I
Tough.
just don't go around
Somebody just
punching
got killed
people in
like
the
that.
face. That's
Yeah.
not Davon. I don't know what. Not
I
me.
don't
I
have a
will punch
gun.
you in
It's
the face though.
perspective. What you think is what you see. Let's just talk about Georgia. Everyone in Georgia has a gun. Everyone
Right.
that majority, because Jay and Johnny already said they don't have guns. Majority of the civilians, people, period, in Georgia have guns. Legal, firearm, carry, conceal, all that. Illegal, whatever. It's guns all over Georgia. We know that.
Hmm.
I'm not fearful of coming outside at all. I'm outside
No,
all day, every day.
let's put insurance on guns. You shoot somebody, your insurance go up. Let's put insurance on guns.
If you shoot somebody, your insurance go up. What you mean by
Why
that?
not? You use your gun, your insurance go up, just like a car, just like your home, just like anywhere else. Let's put insurance on guns. You don't use your gun, your insurance go down. Somebody use your gun, you're liable for it. You get in trouble.
Peace, Auntie.
We can't start there. That makes sense.
I, I mean, you said it fast, and you'll have to really. It got to make sense. No, right now, just thinking off the fly, no, it don't make sense.
No,
But
we agree with you, Davon.
it's
It's
not
definitely a
bad.
huge problem, but it's just what we got. Whatever we do, it got to be like measurable. It got to be smart. We can't just be like
Yeah.
going off emotion.
Well, until then, we're just gonna keep hearing every day how somebody gets shot, and we'll keep recapping it.
Not a lot of people see it as a problem, though.
That's because
That's
it's a lot of people here. It's not because it's guns. It's just a lot of people here that is gonna do what they're gonna do regardless, whether they have guns or not. it's a lot of people dying in the UK, in London, and they don't have no guns. They're getting stabbed to death.
Well, seeing how people are born every day, we can't stop people. So therefore, we in a lose-lose battle. We can't stop
Jo-
guns. We can't stop people. So
Johnny said I had a gun pulled on me over road rage. Johnny, I don't play that road rage stuff. I let people go. The God
I
follow
yell
me.
at myself. Hmm.
Yeah, I don't play. I don't do the road rage. Mm-mm. I ain't
Hmm.
arguing with nobody or nothing. You trying to get in front of me? Go ahead.
You got
Go
it,
ahead.
bro. Hmm.
Go ahead. I don't even care that much. Go ahead. Threaten to kill me. Yeah, that's usually what when somebody pull a gun on you, it's usually a threat to kill. That's what I'm
Hmm.
taking it as. You don't even
Definitely.
got to say the words. Once you pull a
That's a
gun on
fact.
me,
That's what the
Kurt, you ready
police gonna
now?
take it as.
Trying to get
That's what the
in for the
police gonna take it
longest.
as.
Hold on, Kurt. Listen, but you got to realize, bro. We can't have we already got to deal with you cursing up a storm, but you can't be rolling up on the screen and stuff. We can't do that. There's certain things that get a shadow ban. It's a platform. We don't own YouTube, bro. There's certain rules to this. That's why Will took you down. We was just waiting for you to finish what you're doing. Hold on, y'all.
Oh.
Morning shooting near an event space in Brooklyn put 6 people in the hospital.
Those 6 people were all teenagers sent running for safety from here on Atlantic Avenue. I did learn that this was a Sweet 16 birthday party happening inside Burbuja event space right before this all went down. Officers say 2 15-year-old girls and 4 boys between 15 and 17 years old were all shot. One of those teen girls was shot in her chest, hip, and leg. Thankfully, they are all stable at last check and were taken to Brookdale and Kings County Hospital. Now, this event space is at 2929 Atlantic Avenue, and some people appeared to run for safety through the snow, ending up at a nearby chicken shop on Fulton Street. Burbuja Events posted on their Instagram story about this shooting, saying that it happened outside the venue and that the party...
Damn, my fault, y'all. I ain't mean to do
What am
that.
I just yapping about, Jamil?
It's
But
guns. My whole thing is, we all had an argument on one of these podcasts. So what do? Just do nothing? We can have a whole national debate about this issue. It's just like you just said, you ain't gonna get rid of the crack cocaine either. But what are they doing? They going down there to Argentina and blowing up whole ships. They trying to do something. You got
and
to
I
do something. You can't just sit back and say, well, we can't get rid of guns, but we want to complain about gun violence. You can get rid of them. You could regulate them but because the NRA is one of the richest, you know, people in the world, they lobby the congressmen to not ban their weapons because that's what keeps them rich.
Right. So therefore, it's not going anywhere.
Okay, but the minute that people get on board and it becomes such a tragedy that
Mhm.
we have to do something to stop the proliferation of these guns that's flowing into our
hold on
cities.
a second, real
Just
quick. Hold on a
just
second, real
like
quick.
the
Real quick, Kurt. Let me respond to and I didn't say
Nah, don't
charge
cut, bro. Don't
insurance.
cut Kurt off to respond to a comment, bro. Don't do that. Go
listen,
ahead.
it's just like, you know, the drug cartel is a large organization too. But what are we gonna do? Say, well, we can't stop it, and so we just gonna let them keep running it up in this country, and it's killing people faster than guns.
You
You
can't
gotta
stop.
have,
It's the same argument. You can't stop neither one of them. You could talk
but
about it. You could make laws. You could lock people up. You could blow up their ships. You could shut down the factory. Do you know you could make a gun at home on a 3D printer?
Yo, man, I
Yeah.
seen it. Will
Yeah.
homeboy came to the barbershop with the joint. Now it wasn't usable. You know
Right,
what I'm
right, right,
saying?
right. But it's
But I'm talking
possible.
about. He said he can make it to the point where it works
Hmm.
from 3D. What is it? 3D printing or whatever.
Yes.
Hmm.
Uh, uh, bro, I was like, no way. No,
Yes, they can.
the man
I
had it
know.
in the
I
barbershop, bro,
I know
You get
somebody
one shot.
that can make them guns.
and
Like,
he
no,
was
it can
playing around.
be more than one shot. But then remember, you got to be able to buy the material. So if there's regulation on that type of material to be able to make it, then it still at least put a barrier in between the proliferation of it. See, it's always been gun violence. It wasn't like it, say back in my days, yeah, they had shootings. They didn't have mass shootings like this where, 18 people got killed in by two people. This is becoming a normal. We're normalizing this type of violence just so that we could, vilify Muslims. Oh, it's the Muslims that's doing it, or it's the left that's doing it, and it's the right. And that ain't stopping nothing. That ain't doing nothing but escalating it.
All right, but Davon, what you was trying to say?
I just wanted to clarify somebody's statement. Of course,
Go ahead.
um, I didn't say charge someone's insurance. I said put insurance on guns like this, insurance on cars like this, insurance on homes. They put insurance on guns. You shoot somebody, you discharge a bullet, your insurance goes up. I actually thought that somebody else had brought up the idea and it just clicked to me again. I thought it was a good idea. It kind of makes sense to me. We got insurance on health insurance, death insurance, life insurance. Man, let's put insurance on weapons. I just want to
I don't
start
think
somewhere.
I don't think it's a
I just
bad
want to
idea.
start somewhere.
Actually,
Yeah,
it just got to be tweaked. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
something got to be done. We not. I don't think nobody up here saying we can't do nothing, but it got. Criminals don't give a damn about no insurance, bro.
yeah.
They
I,
driving
I, I
cars
agree
without
with you, Will.
insurance.
Hell yeah, I agree with you, Will. There's gonna be those select few, but maybe those gun violent incidents that we have where the kid gets the gun from the parent or the tranny has an episode against, maybe we can reduce some of the numbers. Maybe we could save 10 lives, maybe not 1,000 lives, maybe we could save two. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's all. Just trying
Hey,
to save
hey,
one or
Josh.
two at a time.
Once I heard this, go ahead, Kurt.
With all of the technology that we got, if you notice, like now you don't even have to sign your name. They got technology where you could fingerprint the guns. The only person that could use that gun is the person that buy it. By fingerprint, you can eliminate a lot of that illegal stuff because they're not fingerprinted to that
All right, so
weapon.
this was gonna happen with the insurance and with the fingerprinting. There's there's people, the same people that make the guns with the fingerprinting, they're gonna make the guns without the fingerprinting, because they're gonna probably make more money selling guns without the fingerprinting.
And that's when
You know what
you
I'm saying?
hold them liable. When it starts hitting their pockets, that's when the narrative starts changing. When you start hitting them for 20 and $30 billion, it's going to start hitting their pockets.
That'll never happen, Kurt. That when is the government gonna be held liable, bro? I really be sitting up here just freestyling, like just really playing with this shit, but bro, there's no accountability on either side, Republican or Democrats.
Or Democrats.
All of them are crooked. All of them.
Saying that shit every
All them
pod, man.
Democrats that's going through what they going through right now are crooked. Them Somalians done stole billions of dollars in the last 5 years. Ain't nobody gonna go to jail, but the ones that went to jail. Not none of the politicians. None of the Republican politicians are gonna go to jail. These are the same people that's gonna be in charge of selling these guns. The CIA was bringing cocaine over here. What are we talking about? The CIA was bringing cocaine over here and taking the guns over there. What are we talking about?
Exactly.
What are we talking about?
Exactly. But that's why I said,
It's not something they want to stop.
Right.
It's not something they want to stop, bro.
once the country gets nice and fed up and it becomes a national movement
Oh,
where politicians have to listen to it, other than that, we ain't gonna vote your ass in office. We gotta get control
okay.
of these deaths in the city. Other than that, we'll sit back and watch us kill ourselves.
Bro,
Only,
we've been killing ourselves forever. What are you
Since the
talking
but
about?
1700s.
But listen, but now we're going to blaming the other people for doing the killing when it's everybody that's doing the
Ain't
killing.
nobody blaming nobody. Ain't nobody blaming nobody. They
We
just
just
want it's okay.
we just blame Muslims for these killings.
Who?
That's what's been in the chat line for the last 2
Man, niggas
days.
just playing, Kurt. Niggas just talking, messing with Noah, bro. Come on, man.
Oh,
We right here, right? You live in St. Louis. Why are you still talking about Muslims? You live in St. Louis. All them raggedy poor niggas is killing each other all day, every day, and you sitting here talking about Muslims. You in St. Louis? That shit is
yeah.
poverty and murder. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
it's poverty and murder by irresponsible gun owners that them guns should be taken out of their hand. Stop producing them guns
Blame the gun.
and putting them in our cities.
Okay.
You put
Never gonna happen.
just like they put the dope in the cities, the
That ain't
cocaine.
stopped neither. Y'all couldn't even stop dope. Y'all couldn't even stop the dope. How you gonna stop the guns?
Ain't nobody go. They ain't trying to stop it. But if you let the Republicans say it, oh, they stopping metric tons of dope coming in the city. They ain't stopping nothing. They just letting you see that they caught what do they call the mule. 100 trillion metric tons come in every day from the other side of the country. They ain't trying to stop it. They just making you think they fighting against drugs.
Josh, that's the same thing I said. My mom told me about the Sweet 16. I said the same thing. It's to the point where I wouldn't even throw my daughter no Sweet 16 in Brooklyn. It would have to be in Atlantic City or something, or Long Island. I would go to Long Island, bro. Like, it's too much going on because you don't know what your kids got going on in the streets. And that's the first thing I thought about, Josh, when I saw that. Hold on, I'm gonna go to that one. We just saw that one. I'm gonna go to this one too. Okay. Now this is the one that happened on my block. Oh shit.
Live at the scene in Bed-Stuy with more. John.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mary. Now, neighbors here are telling us that they heard numerous gunshots go off last night. At least 10 gunshots go off. And this afternoon, we're now learning more about what exactly happened inside this Albany Avenue apartment building. Neighbors here saying that it was packed full of people. At least 100 people were inside. And neighbors also saying that this 20-year-old woman who died was visiting here from Virginia, up here for the Sweet 16. Her family now going to have to face this holiday season without her.
Evidence markers fill up the lobby of this Albany Avenue apartment building, a crime scene unit busy investigating after police say a Sweet 16 after party here turned deadly.
There was a house party at the location when an unknown perpetrator entered the location and began to shoot in the lobby.
Police say bullets went through the walls of an apartment and struck 7 people inside, killing a 20-year-old woman. 4 young men and 2 young women are now recovering at the hospital, all teenagers, the youngest just 14.
Over 100 young people in this hallway last night. Not one call came in before the shooting to say that there was disruption going on.
Neighbors are heartbroken to learn they're so young.
It has to stop. Please, I'm speaking.
That was City Council Miss Sharani too. That's my baby. I love her. She always, every time I went to jail, I was her nephew.
Okay, but hey,
City Councilwoman Miss Sharani, I was her nephew every time.
So what's the solution?
Oh, I don't have one. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna sit up here and you know what I mean. I don't have
pretend like we do know.
Word up. Protect my family.
It start at home for those of them who got homes.
How to protect themselves.
That's it.
Straight up. And well, if you talking about as far as the hood go, it's sad to say you gotta get out the hood, bro. You want to raise your kids and not be so concerned, so worried about them getting shot, robbed, anything else happening. You know what I'm saying? Because of the violence, you gotta get them out of the poverty-stricken areas. For your family. I'm not here to save the world. I can't save the world. I can't save the community. I'm talking about my family.
So what happens when they go to those Christmas parties like these people that just went to the Christmas party and they got shot up at the mall. You know,
I
we
don't know what you're
have.
talking about, but the people that just got shot at the mall is people that got shot at the mall at the Christmas party. What you want us to do about that?
I mean, it has to be a solution somewhere, and it has to start
So what's the
somewhere.
solution then, Kurt? What's your
I
solution, right quick?
already said what I think the solution is. You should regulate the gun makers, the NRA, the people that's making these weapons, regulate it to where weapons like that, especially the automatic weapons, can only be sold to the military. And you could reduce the amount of guns in the streets.
So you talking about for the next maybe 2-3 generations out, because that's not going to stop the current gun problem. These guns not
No,
going to
it's gonna
disappear.
take but you got to start somewhere.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? It's ain't nothing that has been created over the last 4 decades gonna change overnight. It's just
Nothing.
not going.
An industry that is producing hundreds of billions, would it be
Hundreds of billions of
dollars?
dollars.
Is not nobody's going to change that, bro.
Which part is invisible?
No, 100. No, they're not gonna just stop it. But when they start passing legislature
They
that
don't care about the
regular,
fines. The tobacco industry got fined $100 million. What they do? Triple the price of cigarettes. They
What
don't
makes you
care,
think?
bro.
What makes you think legislature will stop anything? You dependent on a law?
Newports used to be $2 in Buffalo.
He's
They now
dependent on a law.
$19.
And check this out. Listen to this. He's dependent on a law to be made by the hundreds of
The people
billion
that's
dollars,
benefiting.
the people that's benefited that fund these same politicians who's gonna write the law. That's what he's dependent on. That's his
okay,
solution.
the same people, the same legislator I'm talking about passed a law about abortions. When they decided to change that law, they stopped abortions.
They're not making trillions of dollars off abortion.
They sure ain't, and they don't care about blacks killing babies.
And if the one politician
care
that
about
come
blacks
up
killing babies.
and start talking like you, they're gonna JFK them.
They don't ain't no money in blacks killing babies. That's just the Planned Parenthood. That was just an agenda for blacks to keep killing babies. That's it. You know what I mean?
What kind of money?
I'm sure they making money out of it though. I'm sure they found a way to make some money from it. You know what I mean? But that's all. And you can still have abortions. It's not totally. You know, you could go to some states. They still have abortion.
Laws are for law-abiding citizens.
Abortion ain't got nothing on gun selling. That gun market, nothing on it. Not only, and we only talk about America.
Or the criminal
system.
system.
Talking about America. Will, we only talking about America.
Right.
We're not even talking about the guns they sell to the other countries.
Right.
We're not even talking about that. That's a whole
The bomb.
$1 trillion.
I'm saying I'm just saying it needs to be some kind of national debate where, you know, we have to become conscious that, especially when you start putting drugs, this crazy ass music out into the airwaves that our kids are prone to, you be susceptible to. Mm-hmm. It has to be some type of national debate of where do we start to fix this that started, because it ain't always been like this.
At home.
You said it. It starts with us. We can't depend on them to save us. That's the issue.
Okay, but okay, your kid and my kid, all of them didn't have guns. Their parents started it at home, but they going out in the streets where all of these accessible guns are at because they have to go into society to you know what I'm, to socialize, to create social skills, to be out there, to go to the museums or to go to the Christmas parties, they pagan holidays, and or whatever they're gonna do. And then they reach them dumb niggas that got access to guns that they shouldn't have.
Protect yourself, man. Protect yourself and have faith in the God you believe in.
How you gonna protect yourself? Yeah, you'll be the first one to get shot. Talking about, I'm protecting myself because I ain't got no gun.
Hold on, this is what I mean about you, Kurt. You just sat there and spoke. You went 10 minutes on this dusty ass revolver you got in the crib, talking about you gonna do X, Y, Z. All you need is one bullet, and if somebody kick your door, and all I need is one bullet, I got a 357. Da da da. Now you gonna say how you gonna protect yourself? Come on, you was a walking contradiction, man.
No,
Come on,
what I
man.
said is I believe that citizens should be able to have a weapon inside their home for self-defense,
That's a
not
fact,
to
man.
be not to be hanging out on the corner with BJ having a gun just to have a gun
I ain't been on the corner in over 20 years.
and whatever, whenever. I'm just saying, I'm not talking about having a 357 out there at the skating rink when I go
Well,
to the
guess
skating
what?
rink.
Okay, so guess what, Kurt? If something go down in the skating rink, or if a fool decide to come in there and shoot up the skating rink, you're gonna be a victim because you left
No,
your dusty ass revolver in the house.
I'm gonna depend on the police to do their job.
You ain't been. You don't be outside. There's no way. It's no way he's outside. There's no way. What are you
No, I'm
talking
not.
about?
No, he
I
just like
just
to argue.
no.
What is he talking about?
What I'm saying, if you continue to say it ain't nothing we can do about it,
Even Johnny is like, and Johnny usually agree with you.
He
Even
do.
Johnny had to say Kurt. What? Kurt.
what
That's
I'm
all he said.
saying, what I'm
That's
saying,
all he said. Kurt.
what I'm saying, Johnny, Mr. Johnny, is this: you continue to let the
Make that make some sense, Kurt.
you continue to let the gun owners, because they the
What are you
big
talking
bank,
about?
put guns in the hand of irresponsible people, such as these young niggas that we talking about. They're going to continue to kill each other. And we gonna sit here and be complaining about niggas out here killing our kids.
I ain't complaining. Ain't nobody. I ain't complaining about that. My kids ain't in the midst of that. I ain't complaining about that. My
But I
kids ain't in
mean,
the midst of that.
this is how the cold conversation came up because of these mass shootings. Guns in the hands of irresponsible gun owners.
One thing I do say to my family, you know what I mean, and when my kids come of age, when they're able to walk around with their pistols and stuff, keep it on you, like your wallet. Don't leave home without your ID and your pistol, straight up and down. I don't care if you going to Walmart. I seen black people get killed in Walmart and Kroger in the Midwest just because they was black. In Buffalo, white boy came in there and shot and killed
The
eight,
grocery
nine
store.
black people just because they was black. But you're talking about leaving your revolver in the house because you only concerned about when you're in the house. Cool. I don't have no problem with that. I'm not gonna teach my people that. I teach my people keep it with you at all times. I don't care if you got to shoot in the air to get away.
If you're
You protect
if you
yourself at all
when I
times.
say when I you see that's why I say you misconstrue what I'm saying. A responsible gun owner is a registered gun owner. He knows how to use a weapon. He knows when to use a weapon. He could carry his weapon, but he's a responsible gun owner.
That's what I'm talking about. What? Who else am I supposed to? I'm talking about my family, my
The
kids.
irresponsible gun owners I'm talking about is these niggas out here that got these guns. Like I got it, like you say, a dusty 357. I guarantee you that 357 will stop you cold. I
You ain't gonna
don't
have
go
it.
out there.
You ain't
I
gonna
don't
have it.
go
You
out.
ain't gonna have it
I
on
don't
you. It's on the wall. It's in the house on the wall.
listen.
You gonna be skating, nigga shoot you in your ass.
Wait,
He
wait,
gonna
wait.
bust you in your right in your
But
Kurt.
you're the same.
Whatever.
You're the same one that's saying you don't need a weapon, so you out there without one.
I never said I don't need one. I said I'm outside all day, every day without one.
You don't need it. You just said you didn't need one.
No, see what it is I'm a convicted felon, and until I get my Fourth Amendment rights back, I'm not gonna take that risk. But when I get my Fourth Amendment rights back, I will have it on me at all times. I will. That's a fact.
What's your Fourth
At all
Amendment?
times.
What's your Fourth Amendment right?
Right to bear
What?
arms.
Ain't that the
You don't
second?
know
Ain't
your
that the
fourth?
second?
You don't know your
I thought
Fourth
that
Amendment right?
I thought that was the Second Amendment.
Your Fourth Amendment rights get taken away from you when you're a convicted felon. You're a convicted felon. You don't know that?
All of your rights get taken away as a human when you get convicted of a felony.
Okay, moving on to Dame
Oh my
Dash. Y'all.
God,
We
Kurt.
moving on to Dame Dash, man.
What
He
Dame done did?
Dame calling 50 Cent a coon. Y'all agree with
No, I don't
him?
agree with anything
because
Damon
because
Dash
of
say.
the Diddy documentary, Dame Dash is calling 50 Cent a coon.
Nah,
Let's
50
take a
Cent a
break for this,
hero.
y'all.
Somebody had to stand up to Puff. And
That's what
he
you
the
think
one
it
to
is,
do
Peach.
it.
You heard in
Yeah.
Texas, everybody knows what time it is, so most people chill because they know everybody holding. I don't know how true that is. You know what, Naima? I don't hear about Texas having a whole bunch of shootings like that. And that's the wild, wild west. Now,
Tech,
it's when you go to the hood. It's when
Right.
you go to Fort Worth, Dallas,
Houston.
Houston. It's when you go to these places. And those are not most of the time they're not gonna be legal carrying, you know,
Right.
firearm
that Uvalde
civilians.
that Uvalde school shooting was in Texas,
Okay.
where them police was scared to go in the classroom while that dude was killing all them kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was in Texas. A lot of mass shootings happen in Texas. In
Okay.
Texas,
I
a lot
personally
of them.
I don't hear about a bunch of shootings in Texas. I did hear about that one though, but I don't hear about a lot of them in Texas. Texas is a big state though. Texas is a huge state.
Huge.
But
Huge. So Dame, y'all agree with Dame or 50 got a right to do what he gonna do?
I love 50. 50 do no wrong in my book.
Because Dame is saying he won't have no parts of tearing down another black man. That's for them to do. But somebody gonna profit from it. Why not 50?
50, 50, yeah. Damn mad
You
because he
know that
couldn't
you were
do it.
saying that
Facts.
it was not going to come out. So
Yeah,
how do you feel that it actually is
I
out
know.
now?
I honestly thought, based on like moral codes and like coming from where like a street ethic, I honestly didn't think that he would ever do that.
Why
Because I
though?
wouldn't.
I gotta stop it right there, bro.
He ain't been
Yeah.
in the street in 40 years.
I hate. I will. I hate 50-year-old plus niggas with
About
talking
street
street
ethics.
ethics, nigga.
Right.
Ain't no ethics in the streets, nigga. Get
First
out
of
my
all,
name. Ain't no ethics in the street, nigga. What is he
that I
talking about? Ethics in the street when your right hand man will shoot you in the back of your head? What are you
right,
talking about, nigga?
right.
I hate these old niggas, man. I swear.
that's them niggas y'all age.
Then
But
don't
that,
answer.
that would be a
You
good
know the
question.
things Diddy
Why?
has done, and
Because
you
it's
still
just
think.
not my job to tell. I'm not a black man that's going to tear another black man now. Let them do that. But also, like if somebody, again, allegedly, it just seems like somebody, Puff, violated his baby mother in front of his kid. So, yeah, but that's not how we deal with things from where we're from.
Did you check
that's
him
like
on the
to
back
me.
end?
Hey,
Did you
yo.
check-
So what is 50 supposed to do, bro?
Dame just
What 50?
talking
So
because
what
they
he
paid him to be there.
so 50, okay, he's saying Puff violated his baby mother in front of his kid. First of all, you just talking. You don't know. I didn't hear nothing about no kid being there. For
Right.
one. Whatever his baby
Mm-hmm.
moms decided to do with this man, that's what she decided to do. She moved on, he moved on. That what I'm supposed to go do, beat Puff up?
Right.
Because my baby moms want to be with Puff now? Like, come on. This is ridiculous, bro.
Check him on the back end?
I know y'all girls, but I'm not answering that. But what I'm saying is,
Okay.
did I
I want to
I just called.
I gotta let me answer the question. So again, you may not understand like a moral conduct for a grown ass man from where I'm from and where I thought he was from. There's just certain things and like it's not for us to tear somebody down. So for example, if I'm a criminal and I see somebody doing a crime, I'm not telling. If it might be a violation, like they might be doing some shit that might be like a violation to a kid, then I got to go handle that. If I sign on to the street. So for me, I'm not going to do that because that platform is not black owned. I'm never going to tear a black man down for a white man ever in my life. Also, I know Puff, right? And I don't think that, again, I'm not ever going to check for his moral character. As you see, we never did too much business together. But it would never be me to be the person to deliver that. Let them do it. So probably another person, I would say, go ahead, do that. Maybe someone from, so like example, TMZ called me and was like, yo, we want you to do the interview and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, yo, you think I would ever make money for y'all tearing another black man down, even if that man is wrong? If I'm a black man and I want to do something, I'm going to go tear down a white man. I'm not going to tear down a black man. There's so many injustices that we see other people from other cultures do, but we don't say nothing, and they always send us to tear us down. Are you serious? I would never, ever condone a black man tearing down another black man for a white man. That will never happen. And listen, and also another thing, just on my moral code, if a man did that to my girl, and I felt like I'm violated, I gotta wear that, or I gotta handle that different. But I'm not making a documentary. I'm gonna go deal with it, but that's just how other people deal with things, and that's how I deal with things. So the question you asked me was why I said that, because I never in my life would have thought that 50 Cent would make a documentary about another man from our culture, just because it seems that the dude might have tampered with his woman. And that's just not what I thought. But let me just say this. I ain't gonna speak too much on that other man, 50. The only reason why I said something about it is because he talks about me. So that's the only reason why I said something about it. And to me, he's easy work. But the thing about it is, you don't have to deal with this, right? I'm a culture saver. I'm out here fighting for us every day. Every time I argue with somebody, it's not for me, it's for y'all. Because I'm good. I'm always trying to open the doors and make sure that everyone in our culture.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't even gotta hear the rest, bro.
No, thank you, Dan.
Yeah, man.
Don't fight for us, please.
Please don't. We good.
I don't agree with that either. But I also don't think that, why 50 Cent's got to talk about it? I mean, if anything, let Puffy get the rights to that and make the movie and produce it, and let him profit off of his wrong or his turnaround. What 50 Cent's got to do about it? Let's talk about what he done. He ain't got caught in his dirt.
50 did that because Puff wanted to take him shopping. You right, Bob?
That's exactly why he did it.
You right. Puff wanted to take 50 shopping.
50's the wrong person to play with, man. 50 the wrong person to have beef with, a wrong person, because he's evolved past the point of punching you in the mouth. He know how to make your life miserable, and 50 will. And he knows how to profit off of it. He's gonna do it.
That's all he did was get a check off of it. Nothing in that documentary we didn't know. We ain't already know that wasn't in the news or in the
right.
50's
just all he did was put it in a digestible format.
He put a bunch of YouTube videos together.
He actually didn't do anything. He didn't do nothing but put his name on it.
That's it. To help
it
sell.
50 for a name. 50 had nothing to do with none of it. He didn't write it. He didn't put it together. He didn't produce it. He did nothing but put his name on it. He had no control over nothing.
He did a lot of free. He did some promotions. He went to the news stations and all that.
I'm talking about the documentary itself, putting it together, because people are making it seem like 50 really. This is 50 work. This ain't 50 work. He just put his name on it. That's it. He attached himself to it to make it bigger, to make people want to see it.
That's why he's doing the promotion.
That's it.
That's why he the one doing the promotion.
That's it. And if you look at the interview, when he was doing the interview, the lady sitting next to him, she's the one running the show over there. The light-skinned bro, I forgot her name. Something Stapleton.
The thick lady.
She's the one running the show.
So y'all agree that he should be able to profit off of somebody else's shortcoming?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I don't care about that. You
happens every
profit off of people's shortcomings every day. What are you talking about? That's how you profit off of somebody else's shortcomings.
And if Diddy's smart, he'll find a way to make money off of it. If Diddy's smart, he'll find a way to make bread off of it.
Yeah. Get his name, get some copyrights to it, and get some money out of it. Because everything about Puffy is out there in the open now anyway. So I don't think
that's part
of the
reason.
Stuff is old information.
That's part of the reason he had the videographer there anyway. He already planned on selling it and making it.
They sold it to them.
Exactly.
Puff people sold it to them. Puff should pay his people. This is Puff fault. First of all, I don't feel sorry for Puff. I don't care about him at all.
Nope.
I don't give a damn.
Right.
It's
Dirtbag.
entertainment for me and it's content for the
Mhm.
show. Puff
And it's
should pay
karma for
his
him.
people. He should have paid Cassie. He should have paid Cassie first. He wouldn't even be in jail if he was just paid Cassie. He should have paid Little Rod. He should have paid. I don't care. I never liked Puff since Big. I
Right.
never liked Puff. I don't care nothing about Puff since Big, bro. I was 15, 16 when I started hating Puff, nigga. I never liked Puff. Word up, man. So I don't care nothing about him, man. It is what it is, man. Niggas gotta eat.
Yep.
Niggas, and Puff is food. Puff is
Yep.
food right now.
Because he
You know,
got
nerd.
some
That's an
people
easy
got
bag.
people who sympathize with Puff. They gotta
Big
look
old
into what he been doing. He never paid nobody in his whole life, bro. He done made
Yeah,
hundreds of millions off these people. No artist got paid on Bad Boy, not one.
He was
Not
robbing
even
them, man.
Biggie.
Look
Robbing
at the
niggas.
documentary. They got it in the documentary. Craig
No,
Mack, Biggie,
nobody.
Biggie, his man who he loved so much
His
that he was
best
so
friend.
hurt. He paid for his own funeral. Biggie paid for his own funeral. He took Biggie money to pay for the funeral, dog. Biggie moms wasn't rocking with Puff. She had to sue Puff or some shit to get. You know what I mean? Like,
That's back when
nah,
she was
Puff,
alive. I remember that.
Puff is a Puff. Nah, Puff is a. You know what
He a
Puff is?
mutt. He's a mutt.
Yeah. I don't care nothing about Puff. I don't care nothing about none
Locks
of them.
Ben said they ain't fuck with him. DMX Ben said they ain't fuck. Man, niggas Pete came out. Mary J. Blige said she ain't fuck with him. There's all these people that used to deal with Puffy ain't fuck with him afterwards. Let you know, excuse me for cursing, let you know the kind of person he is.
That's it.
Where Corona at? Yeah, I thought we was having a religious conversation today. All my material sitting here.
Yeah, what you got material? Johnny said he's a wannabe. I don't like his ass either, BJ. That's a fact. He definitely is.
That's
Right.
he
That
wanted to be the
Puff is a
artist the
snake
whole
and the
time.
ultimate
Got
hater.
big out the way. Mm-hmm.
He is.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely a snake.
Definitely a
I
snake.
mean, Sue said, "What
Yeah.
I'm thinking about is Jay-Z with Puff with that pink suit on. It wasn't pink. It was what was it?
Pink. A different shade of pink.
Coral.
What's up? He had a name. They got a name for it, Sue.
Rose. It was a rose color.
Rose color.
Let's go to T.I. Bree just sent me this link.
Felt the connection with church. Why? Man, I just don't know. It just ain't. I to be honest with you, I don't think it real. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's a business just like anything else, and it's a show just like anything else. You know what I mean? Just like you go to Broadway, you see a show. I feel like it's just like somebody standing up and public speaking, just like you get like a TED talk. If and a lot of times they be putting a lot of cap on it. And when I say cap, I'm saying cap in their action. The word is the word, but sometimes they try and twist the word, make the word mean something, you know, that will be personally benefiting to them, and not necessarily what the word mean, you know, as its purpose. And that to me, because if you think about it, only times when you read the word, anybody know the word, and you study the life of Jesus Christ, the only time you really saw Jesus Christ lose his temper was in the church. He went to the church and seen what was going on in the church, seeing how the church people were handling the word of God and what they were doing to manipulate it, to personally benefit, you know, from the word of God. That's when Jesus got mad, flip the table.
Oh, that's when he flipped the table.
Yeah, flip the table. You know what I'm saying? And you had Jesus out here like he don't love hip hop. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But that's why. Cause I connect with the word, like the true word, the spirit. I don't need no broker. I don't need no middleman. I don't need nobody to get my word. You know, I done heard a preacher, I've been in church before, and the preacher say, come on, y'all, put it to the collection plate, dig deeper, get your prayers past the ceiling. I say, hold up, wait a minute. Y'all telling me I got to pay this joker, you know what I'm saying, for my God to hear my prayer? Man, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
that's unfortunate.
Like that.
Those moments are unfortunate.
I mean,
He got a valid point.
Real valid point.
Not all, but a vast majority. It's a business.
And back to that Jay-Z suit, it was mauve. That's what it was. It was mauve. Yeah, though. Back to tip.
Ain't that kind of sassy, a sassy color for pink? Like
There you go,
every
Kurt.
color got a different shade. Like purple is a shade of pink is a shade of purple. If you mix certain colors with it, that mauve or whatever is pronounced, it's a shade of pink. Rose.
Nah.
That's sassy. That's like negligee color. Some.
So a color make you do a color make you gay? Do a
Man,
color make you
hell
sassy?
no.
Hell no. Just like a color don't make you no gang member either. you know.
So Tip
But
got a valid point. Y'all all agree what he's saying? Y'all experience some of that too?
Yeah, I never rock with church.
Yeah, I ain't never rock with church.
For that reason he's saying, or your own other reasons?
I didn't rock with church when I was a kid. When my moms used to make me go to church every Sunday, I always said I had a headache trying to get out of going to church, bro. I never liked church.
Never like church.
I never. Every Sunday, I woke up with a
And
headache every Sunday.
I ain't gonna hold
BJ,
you. I
that
ain't like church
video,
too.
that
I ain't
video
like.
I put in the chat, what that preacher was teaching about Jesus being an immigrant. Can you play that? It was off of
I
YouTube.
can't send it to me again. I can't go through the chat looking for it right now. Send it to me
Creflo
again. I'll
Dollar
play it.
made me hate church.
I like church for about 2-3 weeks when I was messing with
You want
somebody,
you want me
boy.
to send it to you in the chat
I
or
like
just
church
to
for
your
about
Send
those
it
personal
to me,
3
Kurt.
phone?
I don't
weeks.
care how you send it to me, Kurt. Just send it to me.
Or church was fun. Church was fun those 3 weeks.
When you had a love interest up in there, right?
Yeah, it
Then
was fun
when
those
she
3 weeks.
left, you left.
Don't even know who left first, Will. I don't even know
Kurt need
who
to
left
stop smoke.
first.
Kurt need to stop smoking. For real, because Kurt just talking in circles. Kurt need to stop smoking. That nigga contradict himself. Let him talk long enough.
Same sentence.
Man, same sentence, bro.
3 weeks, my boys. What? Two,
Jay-Z was
19
probably
days?
ignoring phone calls. The whole rock
Congratulations.
brunch freaky. Stop worshiping fake stars, soldiers of Allah, cause are the only stars. Soldiers of Allah, cause are the only
Pause.
stars. See, I got a good point. I agree too. Oh, I had something else. All right, Kurt sent it to me.
But are we moving away from the church as a people? What has it done for us, really?
Nothing for me, man.
Because I
Nothing for
watched
me,
like my
man. It's
great
one of those things.
grandfather. He was one of the first members of the church, and I watched him put tens of thousands into the church, and them folks charged me full price when it was time to bury him. Like he ain't
Dang.
like he ain't built this shit from the ground.
They got me
Damn.
too.
They charged you?
Full price.
They wasn't supposed to charge it at all. Real talk.
Them folks ain't right, bro.
Real talk. Hold on, I got another video for y'all. This how Kurt and Noah be talking. This how I be feeling when I be
Auntie
talking to
said,
Kurt
"Good
and
job,
Noah.
Davon. One day at a time."
Ma'am, hi. Do you work here?
Yes, I do.
Thank
Are
you.
you a
Thank you.
teacher here?
I am. I teach third grade.
Okay, I have a question. I just moved here with my daughter into the neighborhood, and I was wondering if this is a good school.
Yeah, I think it's a great school.
Okay, so my daughter, she just came out as queer to me, and I was just wondering if this would be a safe learning environment for her.
We actually have a lot of identifying non-binary and gender queer students here, so I think she'd fit in just fine.
Okay, and I saw that you have a sign in the window. It says everyone's welcome here except ICE.
Yes.
If ICE were to come onto the premises, would you guys kick them off?
Absolutely. We believe in the safety of our students and our faculty, so we would have them leave.
Okay, isn't that how immigration works?
I'm sorry?
Isn't that how immigration works? Everyone's welcome except illegals, and if they come into the country, we kick them out?
Why are you asking me these questions?
Well, it's a simple question. You should be able to answer it. You're a teacher.
Yeah, I don't know who you are. You're filming as
You don't need to know who I am. I'm undocumented, ma'am.
You're on school property, and technically you're trespassing.
Ma'am, no one's trespassing on illegal land, so...
Okay, well, you haven't shown me an ID. I don't know.
Oh,
who
so now you
are.
need my papers?
Yes, you're on full
Are you the
trespass.
Gestapo now? You want to see my papers?
No, but again, our property, you're trespassing. You've shown no form of ID.
Ma'am, you don't need to know who I am. I am fleeing a bad school district in search for a better one. Have a little sympathy.
Unless you can show me proper identification, I'm getting security.
So you're going to call security to take me out simply because I'm an undocumented person on
Yes,
your property?
yes, I
Isn't
am.
that how immigration works?
I'm asking you to move out of my way.
Like we do with illegal criminals that come into our country.
Provide me an ID of who you are.
As we do with illegals that come into our country.
Or I'm getting security to remove you from the
As we
property.
do with ICE when we remove them from our country.
I'm asking you to please move out of my way. This conversation is no longer.
Okay, bye.
Got him. They are walking contradictions, all of them. The left side, liberals, Democrats, Kurtz, Norse.
Kurtz.
They are walking contradictions every time. Uh-oh.
He back.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Kurt, what's that look on your face?
Huh?
What's that look on your face?
Nothing. I'm just trying to set this.
Let's play Kurt video. Let's get into Kurt video. Let's get into Kurt video.
Should I be afraid or what? What's going on, Kurt, here?
I just hope it's not AI or something.
Nah,
man.
it ain't nothing crazy.
Bad pastors out there, y'all. Let's see if this pastor knows what he's talking about.
How you gonna call yourself a Christian and literally kick immigrants out the country when all through the Bible God keeps telling us take care of the immigrant, take care of the alien?
Hold up. Fact check. Hey, Google, does the Bible tell us to love the immigrant?
Yes, the Bible says to love immigrants. It instructs followers to treat them with compassion, just as the Israelites were treated. This includes showing hospitality, providing for their needs, and ensuring they are not oppressed, as the Bible emphasizes treating immigrants as equals.
Okay, this pastor is speaking facts. Let's see what else he got to say.
And Jesus himself was an immigrant.
Hold up. Google, was Jesus an immigrant?
Yes, Jesus can be considered both a refugee and an immigrant. His family fled to Egypt to escape King Herod, seeking asylum in a foreign land. This experience mirrors that of modern refugees and displaced people.
Okay, now, this pastor is legit. I want to hear the rest of this sermon.
They had to hide him as a little baby down in Egypt so Herod wouldn't kill him. Your savior was an immigrant. We don't care about how you live, we care about how you love. All these people just always got an issue when folks speak up for the oppressed and the marginalized. Jesus said this: you will know that they are my disciples, not by how they have a praise break, not by how many services they attend, not by how big their offering or tithe is on Sunday morning. He said, you'll know they belong to me by how they love. Ask your neighbor, do you have any love in your heart? When you have love in your heart, it'll make you a loving, kind, compassionate, generous, thoughtful, empathetic person.
True Christians don't have to worry about immigrants or if immigrants are going to take your job, because true Christians are not greedy or selfish. True Christians know God will provide no matter what, because true Christians live by faith and not by sight. True Christians are kind, and not just to one race, but all races. True Christians have unconditional love for humanity. True Christians remain positive. True Christians forgive. And true Christians don't judge people. They pray for them.
Okay, Kurt, that was your video. Go ahead, tell us about it.
Okay. The beginning of that caption was, if Jesus came back today, they would be saying he's an illegal. Send him back. Their savior, they would be sending him back.
Not if he came right. Not if he came in illegally.
But he was an illegal immigrant. He had to run from one place to the next to keep from getting killed from the oppressed. His whole thing was love his enemy. He said love the people that was killing him. He said forgive them because they know not what they do.
So if Jesus come back, he better say he from Jersey.
Or Queens.
We grant asylum to refugees though, so that's a little bit different from
we grant asylum to the refugees who we want or who they want, like the Jews.
It's more people than the Jews over here
The
seeking
Irish,
asylum.
the Irish, and the
It's
European,
Africans over here too.
yeah, white Africans.
It's Haitians over here too.
Yeah, but they still trying to send them back.
They over here, Kurt. So what you saying is wrong. Again, you can't be so wrong in one night, man.
No, what I
This got to
said,
stop. This got to
what
stop.
what, what I said, do they not have an immigration policy where they're sending immigrants, legal immigrants, back? They had to get a court order so they don't send the dude Abrego back. He's legal, but because they want to say that he broke the law, they want to send him to a country that he ain't even affiliated with. That's not being godlike. That's not being compassionate. That's not giving the next person a true path to citizenship or none of that. That's just trying to be a bully.
So what's the
And
solution?
being a bully is not doing God's work.
What's the solution?
I'm saying treat everybody with the same pathway to citizenship. There's a legal pathway to citizenship, but the current administration,
Say that one more time.
there's a legal pathway to citizenship.
Right.
And they got that.
A legal way. A legal pathway.
Okay, listen. And they got that in place now. But the current administration is violating that legal pathway by sending them back before they get their hearing. They go to their hearing, they locking them up, and they sending them not to the country of their origin. They sending them to a country that they don't even speak the language. So they breaking the law to begin, but they came the legal pathway to seek asylum.
Nah, you mixing your immigrants up, Kurt. You mixing the immigrants up that came over here when Biden was in office that just walked over here with the immigrants that came over here the right way. You're mixing them up. You're putting them all in one bowl, and that's the problem. That they are in one bowl, and that's why they just snatching everybody up. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's some good getting caught up with the bad. It's gonna happen. It is what it is. Actually, the immigrants that are over here, that been over here for 10, 15 years, actually contributing to society, being productive, should be mad at the immigrants that came during the Biden administration because they were chilling up before they made it hot. Made it hot. That's it. That's the only way I see it. Now I'm about to get into your video you sent too.
I sent you a second one, you know, how they try to vilify Muslims as child molesters. But I sent you, I don't know if it's a video, it's just a thing about that lady.
Moment you finally get your life straightened out, that's when folks start walking away from you. I ain't talking about strangers. I'm talking about your family. 14 years ago in December, I took my Shahada. I said, La ilaha illallah Muhammadah Rasulullah. Just like that, my whole world changed. But not the way you might be thinking. You see, I didn't lose my mind. I found my soul. I didn't join a cult. I joined the truth. But you couldn't have told my East Tennessee family that. I grew up in the kind of town where the church bell still told time. Everybody knew whose boys you were. Faith wasn't just a word, it was a rhythm sung over supper tables and summer porches. When I told them that I was now a Muslim, it was like I'd cussed in a hymn book. They looked at me like I'd turned my back on Jesus, Mama, and the mountains all at once. But I didn't turn my back on faith. I turned my face toward the same God that they claimed to pray to, just without the middleman. My papa, he was my hero. An old country man with rough hands, tough skin, worked his land till the sun gave up. I was his favorite, no doubt about it. He'd brag on me at the co-op, hand me a 20 at Christmas, and call me his little fisherman. But the day I said that I'd become Muslim, he called me something else. He said, boy, you done lost your mind, and I tell you what, I'm taking you out of my will. And he did. He told me before he even did it, said it right to my face. And I remember sitting there on that same porch that we used to sit on together with a lump in my throat big as a hickory knot. I was his grandson, but in his eyes that day, I became a stranger. It took months before he even spoke to me again. And when he did, I could feel it was different. That wall never really came down. But you know what? I made peace with it. Because what I gained was worth more than anything wrote on ink and paper. I lost the will, but I gained the will of Allah. I traded every dollar of that inheritance for one moment of peace and sujood. I know I ain't the only one. All across this country, from Georgia to Michigan, from the hollers of Kentucky to the blocks of New York, there's reverts out there just like me, brothers and sisters who found God and lost family in the same breath. They got sober. They stopped running the streets. They traded the bottle for the Quran, the party for the prayer rug, the chaos for the calm. And you would think that their mamas would be proud. You would think that their daddies would smile, but instead they whisper behind closed doors, he's brainwashed. She's gone off the deep end. They don't even celebrate Christmas anymore. That's crazy. These families will sit down at the table, passing mashed potatoes and memories, and not even set a plate for their own blood, just cause that blood now bleeds for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No more invitations, no more phone calls. You stop drinking, stop cussing, stop sleeping around, and somehow you're the problem now. Ain't that something?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I like him.
Of course, I'm about
You
to
can
play
say
your
nothing
video
wrong.
too.
You can
Put
say
some in
nothing
the
wrong.
comments, Will.
Cross
What
said
you
that's
say?
AI. Jay said he gonna pray for Kurt every day. I promise to pray for Kurt every day.
Well, I pray for every one of y'all every day. Prayer is a good thing. You know?
Let's see, let's go up.
Kurt, you getting that special type of prayer.
I hope I get a special type of prayer because I make a special prayer every day that we as a people heal and stop being so divisive with each other.
Right, Kurt.
That's
Kurt, you
why
tell him.
that's why we never get nowhere. We are our own worst enemies.
Exactly. That's right, Kurt. Red fish, blue fish. Good. You tell him, Kurt.
Hold on,
Knick
y'all.
knack, paddywhack.
Hold on, there you go.
Sin, when the fuck did we have to bow down to certain communities? Look, I'm Asian, I'm Vietnamese, okay? When we have our own communities too, and our communities thriving. You know, we have businesses. We've been here only what, less than 50 years since after the 1975. Our communities are thriving throughout the United States. If you look at our numbers, there's only about 2 million of us here in the United States. And out of that 2 million people that we have, majority of us have businesses, scientists, engineers, doctors, bright mind people that given back to this country more than we've taken. And we have never asked anybody to bow down or speak our language. Okay? Since when the fuck this stupid ass mayor of the little pirate motherfucking land pirate Somalian in Minnesota have to speak their language and apologizing for those motherfucking crook ass pirates? Since when we have to do that? This is just a fucking crook, and he's a Jewish dude. What a shame. You know? What a shame. What the fuck's wrong with him?
Well, I have to say this: he learned English pretty well.
Yeah, he's talking about the mayor in Minnesota at the war.
I ain't understood. I ain't
The Chinese
understood.
nigga's stupid. He said if people got here since 1975. Check. What are you talking about? Chinese been here since the railroad days. What are you talking about? Since Western days. So anything you just said just now is wrong.
He's Vietnamese. He's talking about his people. He's not Chinese.
Well,
Yeah, no.
whatever.
He's not
Vietnamese
Chinese.
people.
He's Vietnamese.
I think Vietnamese people was here before 1975.
No, they came after the Vietnam War.
Yeah, it had to be after the war.
Duh.
I mean,
That's
excuse
when.
me. I said that wrong.
You
I think
stopped
they've been here
smoking
before.
weed, so I can't even blame the weed.
Shut up. I think they was here before 1975. Excuse me. I think they was here before then.
No, we went over there.
In fact, there was Vietnamese soldiers recruited for the Vietnam War. What are we talking about?
No, we recruited them because we went to their land And those people that was in
There was
support of
Vietnam soldiers recruited from America. I looked at this war personally. There was Vietnam soldiers from Hawaii, from all across America, especially Hawaii, that was drafted to the war, the Vietnam War.
We gotta
mm,
look that up.
I'm almost sure that's not correct.
What'd you say they
The
Okay.
were?
North, the
There was Vietnamese soldiers that was drafted off from America that I'm 99% sure that they was a majority came from Hawaii that was drafted to the war.
What
There was
war?
Vietnamese people of the Vietnam War. They were sent over there to help communicate and all that extra shit.
And what happened
And
now? They was from where?
they was from
I
I
think they
believe a
did
lot of
have
them
some.
was from Hawaii.
Yeah,
A lot of them
they
was from
did have some
Hawaii.
Vietnamese soldiers though, because they was translating the language.
Yeah, they recruited them once they got over there when he was getting our ass kicked. I don't
right.
think they was here.
They had military operatives that were working in unison in attaches with the South Vietnamese versus the North Vietnamese people. North Vietnamese was the communists, and South Vietnamese was the
I'm not disagreeing with none of that. What I'm saying is
the recruit the
there was families in Hawaii who was devastated because they when they went over there, it was like they almost had to pick a side. I listened to the
They said it
stories
was
of the
some.
families and all that. I was listening to the
They said it
stories of
was
the
some.
families.
They said it was some that was drafted. Uh,
yeah
Although the
they
Vietnamese American population was small during the war, consisting mostly of wives, students, diplomats, or servicemen training in America.
training in America, but they were already from Vietnam. They went over there and got those people.
The
All
Vietnamese
right.
community in America was very small before and during the war. Post 1975 migration was larger. He talking majority. That's all. They might have had a few of them over here, but you can't. Devon, you trying to tell them about his history?
I'm not trying to tell him about his history. I don't mean to say this, but I'm well versed. I listen to a bunch of nothing all the time. So that's just coming to
The man say he well versed. He listened to a bunch of nothing all the time.
Yeah, man.
You and Kurt got to be stopped, man.
Davon,
Nah, I mean that's what it
he
really
must have
is
started smoking again.
You and
You
now
Kurt
must.
got to be stopped, man.
when you well versed in certain shit, it's about a bunch of nothing. I just listened to things like the Vietnam War. I was interested in it. I wanted to
Well
know
versed
about it.
on what? Well versed on what? Cross a bunch of nothing.
This is coming from somebody who could. This is coming from somebody who was ranked 22 in the country and couldn't turn that into nothing.
I don't think he was ranked 22 in the country.
And the reason I
gotta see that on paper.
22 in the state, 22 in the state, or something like that.
Let's check this out.
say
And
this,
still ain't
I
turning
think
into
that the
nothing.
problem here, both of you are talking and you're not listening. Marriage come into people's lives to make them better. I heard her say that she became Muslim because of you. In Islam, it says, La ikraha fi din, that there's no compulsion in religion, that you can't force someone to be part of the religion. She only knows Islam based on what you taught her. And if you're teaching her to go to the clubs, if you're teaching her to be like the homeboys in the street, you don't have a marriage, man.
Right.
You have, regarding marriage, it's a union. But you have to hear her. You see, this relationship, you said that you've been together 10 years, that you've been married for 5 years. What progress have you made? The question that I have, if you had an Islamic marriage, one, you would go according to the principle of Islam, that you hear and listen to each other to work out the problems that you have. You work out the problems that you have based on the books. So my advice to you is that you have to start implementing Islam more in your life, and she will follow.
You're right.
Plain and simple.
Yeah, you're right.
That you know what it's about.
Yeah.
Do you practice it? Do you?
Yes. I don't eat pork. I do Ramadan. I do majority of the things.
You're misunderstanding me. And it's not a Muslim thing. It's a religion thing. People will adopt the trappings of religion. Mm-hmm. They'll go to church on Sunday. They stop eating pork. They don't eat during Ramadan. But the Quran is full of things about what you should do every day, how you conduct yourself. It is a religion that is often firmly entrenched in how we treat one another. Y'all can't even talk to one another.
No, we can't.
That's a whole lot. In the Muslim culture, I think as long as I try to be my best and be as good and practice it as good as I can, because we all make mistakes. Some of the things that I'm doing, like tattoos and stuff, that's not you're not supposed to tattoo your body and stuff like that, so.
But you're talking about things, not beliefs and desire. You're talking about stuff. Like, am I supposed to do something on Friday and not on a Saturday? That's just stuff. Real religion is in the tenets about what your spirit is and how you behave. And I don't think that you're reading those parts. You're reading the stuff parts, but you're not getting the centeredness out of it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, like.
That's half these niggas are religion. That's half. They just want to be able to quote a verse or quote some shit somebody else said or be able to go against another religion. Nobody really stand on. And
I agree with BJ. I agree with BJ. He's not about religion. He moves according to his spirit. It's what's in your spirit. It's not you going to church or you giving tithes or you affiliating with, oh, I'm a Christian and Jesus is God, but he sent himself down here to kill himself so that I could bow down to a man as a God. That's religion. When you have the Spirit of God is all good, all kindness. You know, you have to move in a spirit of empathy and compassion to your brother man. And your brother man don't necessarily have to be black, white, Charlie Kirk, Muslim, Noah, or Kelly, or J. Kelly, or whatever his name is, Cross Kelly.
Call the nigga R. Kelly. Don't smoke when you come up here, bro. Don't smoke. Call the nigga R. Kelly.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes he's Dr. Kelly, sometimes he's Dr. Umar Kelly, and sometimes he, I don't know. He a whole bunch of different things.
One thing about it, y'all put respect on Cross' name. He was 21 in the country, ranked 21 in the country.
That nigga didn't even make it to college.
He was ranked 21 in the country.
And they didn't even make it to college. He stayed in high school. He was 21 in high school.
This lady said Jesus was white, and she has the proof. I think that's what the title says.
And I believe 100% that Jesus Christ is a white man. Okay? I believe that. And I have proof. I have proof he's a white man. As a matter of fact, I printed my proof out before I came out here. Here it is. See that? See that? That is Jesus Christ. And as you see from this picture here, he is indeed a white man. Okay, so for all of you people who want to keep on arguing about him being black or white or whatever, this ends the argument right here. He's white. Just like the artist painted him. Okay? This man never existed. Okay? Now, if you're talking about the Hebrew man, Yahshua HaMashiach, now he is not white. Yeshua HaMashiach is a so-called black man, okay? As described in Scripture.
Okay, I get what she's saying. I get it.
Exactly.
And I agree with
her.
Jesus is a white man.
Right, because Yahshua, they hung on the cross and they resurrected a white man so that the so-called black man would bow down to a white man because they could never see their nation bowing down to Yahshua, who was a man of the scriptures, which was a black man, a so-called black man. That's all it was. That's where their resurrection came from. They resurrected somebody that didn't look nothing like us, but they want us to bow down to that image, which is a pagan image. My thing is this: what does a bunny rabbit got to do with the death of Jesus anyway? On Easter, they have bunny rabbits and eggs hidden all in the ground, and they say it's to celebrate the death of Jesus.
The rabbit is about fertility, and not necessarily the death of Jesus.
Okay, so what does fertility got to do with Jesus being hung on the cross and rising up?
Bro, this your wicked ass country, bro. I'm just telling you what the shit stand for.
Let me see
I thought you was a pastor or something. I thought you and Kelly was in cahoots. You, Kelly, and Karina.
Yo, Sue said true religion is universal laws established by Allah that govern the earth with justice and truth. Those who are distracted and fail to represent Allah's way weaken themselves in their covering. Okay. Cross said y'all be looking too far into that holiday stuff.
Right, it's about commerce. That's all. That's the bottom line.
All Christian holidays are pagan. They existed way before Jesus was born.
Just to make an excuse.
The worship of idols. Paganism. They worship idols, calves, and Christmas trees, and Easter bunnies. Those are the non-believers of the scriptures.
What y'all think about Mamdani appointing Mike Son to giving Mike Son a job, because I don't even know what he appointed him to.
Who was my son?
It was he gave him a seat in this pretty much directed. It's like a reform thing for criminals and stuff like that. So he gave him a seat out of 12 people. It's pretty cool. Put somebody in charge who actually lived through it. So yeah, I ain't have a problem with it. And plus, Mason been doing things since he came home from jail to change his life around.
He's been an activist since he's been released.
Since he's been released, it's not something he just threw himself into the fire with out of nowhere. Mason doing all right, man.
City Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani, he has chosen to appoint a convicted armed robber to be on his City Hall transition team. Meet Myson Lennon. He served 7 years in prison for armed robberies of New York City tax drivers. Prosecutors say he beat one of the victims with a glass bottle and held another at gunpoint while he and his accomplices stole cash and jewelry. He was offered a 1-year plea deal. He rejected it, went to trial, and the jury convicted him anyway, resulting in a 7-year sentence. Court records even say the victims positively identified him, although he still denies the crimes. But on the bright side for Mamdani's supporters, maybe he hired him for tips on how he could rob the rich so he can afford the free handouts for his supporters.
Let's see, Kerry Lake.
I guess they gave him another chance, huh?
Well,
yeah,
you know,
Mason's crimes in like 92 or something like that.
And my thing is this, why not give Mamdani a chance? He's trying to include not just the rich and powerful in New York. He giving people a chance. You got like we said previous. I don't think none of us could say that we don't have something in our record, but we were given second chances. Whether we had to go to jail and then we changed it around. So he's trying to include somebody, some of the people that have experienced this terribleness in New York. I think the man is on a movement, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people is going to like him because he's trying to include everybody. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to give you a chance, and it's okay. It's okay. As long as dude don't get in there and like that sheriff down in Atlanta that killed the other sheriff. Once you get in power, the power go to people's head.
That's a good point here. Bush killed
Only
a
people.
million Iraqis. Obama killed the African Prince Gaddafi. Biden killed thousands, but my sign is where we draw the line. These devils in their mindsets. I like it.
Only people that ain't never been through shit only don't want people to have second real chances. It's only people who ain't never been through nothing. They don't understand needing a second chance.
I don't see Mike Son doing anything. I don't see him. I guess
It's like 12 people on the committee, so he's just
I'm
one
not
of them.
mad at him being able to get a check from whatever, from them or whatever, but he's just gonna be talking and chucking and jiving too, like the rest of the Democrats, especially up in New York. He ain't talking about nothing. I watched the
Well,
debate with him and Marquette. And he ain't talking about nothing.
No.
Yeah, he's he's Tamika Mallory's assistant.
So you don't think that he deserves a chance to be able to change his life? That could be a life-changing experience for that man.
I just said I ain't mad at him about getting his check. Go ahead.
he might change some. Never know. At least he got the opportunity
Because
to
I
try.
know a lot of people that probably said the same thing about me after I did my prison bit. He ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't been in trouble since. Or
Yeah,
it's
but
probably some people.
you didn't get a
I knew this where this was
position
going.
in a political party.
Well, political or anything in regards to doing the right thing. It ain't not necessarily political. You know what I'm saying? I say get a man a chance, see what he gonna do. Hold him accountable if he do something wrong. Hell yeah.
He got a chance.
He got a chance. So I don't see that. I don't see that as a bad move for my Donnie. Who else he gonna put in there? One of Donald Trump's friends?
I don't even no, it ain't gotta be one of Donald Trump fans. It don't even gotta. Yo, you suffer from Trump derangement syndrome, bro.
He
For
gonna
real.
bring him up 5 times every
For
episode.
real. Like this had nothing to do with
Well, that's
Trump.
one. I still got 4 more
Nobody brought
terms.
up the Republicans.
Way
Nobody
to
said
stand on it.
nothing.
Way to stand on it, Kurt.
Nobody said nothing.
If I get 5 times, I still got 4 more to go.
I don't. Isn't 50 Cent along those lines? What's 50 doing? My song trying to change something. They love 50 Cent. What is my song trying to change? What is my song trying to change?
The trajectory of how New York have gone to the dog since.
My son is the same niggas. My son, the same nigga running around talking about this nigga's a rat. He's a snitch. This that. My son flip floppy. I don't trust no flip floppity nigga, man. I don't. I don't.
So he only a part-time activist?
My son about 50 years old. Yeah, he a part time nigga. Him, Dame Dash, and all these niggas. All these niggas is flip floppity dudes, man. I don't care nothing about my son. I don't trust him at all. He don't have no backbone. He don't stand on nothing. He fall for
My son
everything
trying
that
to
left
change
side, that
numbers in his
liberal
account.
side. Check this out, Suleiman. He's pro homosexuality. He's pro. He'll never say it's wrong. He won't admit that. So any man that can't admit that homosexuality is wrong, I don't trust.
You can't get by. You can't stand behind him.
Nah, you can't stand behind what's right or wrong.
Well, this is my second strike. Donald Trump, he uh, he pardoned one.
Your phone went back to
Echoing.
echoing. What up,
I,
TT?
I said Donald Trump pardoned a homosexual.
That's where he wrong.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he don't stand on nothing. He's a representative for white feminists. He used their lingo all the time. Yo, Naima, I forgot about that. He didn't like that. He didn't like that. Marquette kept telling him he got the ideology of a white feminist. Y'all gotta watch that debate with
About
him
my
and
son?
Marquette. Yeah, my son ran. He took off. He had to
Okay.
get up out of there. He wasn't making no sense.
Wow.
On nothing. On no point. He just soft. Look at Naima. Naima going in. Naima watched it. That's why. Soft. Naima watched it. And his ideology is based off white feminists. It is.
So he just be
Marquette was
talking
right.
loud, saying nothing.
The same stuff the white feminists do, and the black liberal does, black Democrat does. Same talking points they have. Same thing. You know, he run behind Tamika Mallory and them, man. So
He might as well go back to rapping.
no,
No.
no, he definitely can't do that.
Oh man.
Scared she ain't never been. Who else willing to go toe to toe against the president? I can't wrap my head around someone who votes Republican. She advocate for feeding kids. They protect the ones touching them. Trump invading his own country with an army. What a joke. We remember Pearl Harbor by illegally bombing boats. What y'all thought we wasn't gonna do nothing but they think again. They only trying to scare her out of running cause they think she win. Listen, thought I told y'all we ain't never scared. Now look who name on the docket. Got 2 words for every racist bigot living, Jasmine Crockett. Everyone in MAGA isn't racist. Yeah, that might be true, but in all of history, I never seen a Nazi flag be blue. So which side you wanna choose? Me, I hope my money goes to the side that isn't trying to say affordabilities. I hope she stand on business, all 10 toes. Texas tough, don't need no more bad built, bleach, blonde, butch bodies moving forward.
I guess, man.
Boo.
I guess, man. She needs help. She needs someone next to her to be like, stop. Stop. Stop.
That shit looks stupid, bro. That
Stop.
shit
What are
looks
you
stupid.
doing?
That shit looks
Do some
stupid.
work. Do some work.
That's the
Where's
same thing
work?
Kamala did
Kurt,
when it got
where's the work?
the hip hop artist.
Hey, I don't even know who that is. I've never heard of him before. I don't know him.
Forget the rapper. You talking about the
It ain't about him.
It ain't about him, Kurt. Never
You
mind.
talking about the music? You know,
Never mind.
it's
Don't worry about it.
No, Kurt.
Don't worry about it, man. He don't even know that was Jasmine Crockett up there.
No, he don't. He don't. He don't, DJ.
No, you put this little bitty screen up there, and I couldn't see who the hell it was. All I know is I heard some music playing, and I don't listen to that kind of
Put
music.
your glasses on, man. You see, I got my glasses on.
Man, that screen you put up is so little, even my glasses ain't gonna be able to see it.
All right, this screen is bigger though. Here you go.
All right.
The government and thrive very well.
I love the nation in law. I've been raised underneath the honorable minister, so I know what's going on within the nation.
But if you were raised under the brother minister Louis Farrakhan, you would know that the Skittle guzzling is a vile abomination, and you wouldn't tap dance when I ask you, are you indifferent, against it, or an ally? The brother minister Louis Farrakhan would condemn something like that. Am I wrong?
You're wrong.
No, I'm not wrong. I've heard it myself in Mosque Mariam in Chicago.
When the last time you heard the minister speak? When is the last time you have heard a conversation?
It's been years.
Okay, so you don't know what you're talking about. I
do, because it's enshrined in a book by the most honorable Elijah Muhammad called Message to the Black Man.
What I'm explaining to you, the last time the minister spoke about the homosexuality, he made it clear that he has nothing against him. He understands him. He got him in his family. He's saying that we just live a different way. And we understand we're not anti them. We're not trying to kill them. We're not doing all that.
I'm not trying to do that either. That's crazy.
So that's what I'm trying
to tell you.
That's mentally
ill as well.
So when you're having this conversation saying he despised, that's none of that language that you're using does the minister use.
Where can I want to pull up a video on that one. Can I pull up a video on that one? I want to, because I don't believe you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't believe that.
That's how I feel about Kurt. That's how I be feeling about Kurt. There you go.
But I'm in love. I'm in love with you. I'm in love with the people that you would think are the worst of our people. But I bow to them in love because I know who they really are. Say he's a homophobic man. Stop it. Listen. I have people in my family that are lesbian, and gay. What? I love them. That's my family. I wasn't sent to judge them. I was sent to look beyond their faults and see their need. Reverend can tell you, if he remembers, I was down in Georgia with Tavis Smiley and one of those things that he holds every year, And a gay brother was in back of the stage, and I walked up to him. Mr. Boykins, you all know him very well. And I hugged him. I said, how you doing, brother? That didn't take nothing away from me. It was one great singer. I went backstage to his dressing room and he says, Farrakhan, I'm gay. That didn't stop me from hugging my brother. He loved my beautiful, I think these are alligator shoes. I said, you like these shoes? He said, yeah. I said, okay. Next time I saw him, I gave him a pair of alligator shoes. Gave one to Donnie McClurkin. Gave one to, I didn't have no shoes for Yolanda. See, they say I'm a hater. You have never been loved until you've been loved by Christ. And if I follow Jesus, I could never turn my back on a gay person, a lesbian, transgender, whatever you call it. Tell me something. Which one of you in this room could say you are holy? Don't start lying. Because I know what I'm looking at. See, we like to look at somebody that is doing something that we're not doing and point them out as the sinful person while you blind yourself to your own evil. Jesus, the Jesus I know, he said, he came into this world to save.
I don't know. That was a different video.
All I know, it killed that one dude's argument that Louis Farrakhan talks vile about homosexuals. He accepts people for who they are.
You could accept people for who they are and not accept homosexuality.
Right. He don't accept the lifestyle because that's
that don't
not
mean
his lifestyle. But he loved the people. It's the context of what comes from him. He don't hate homosexuals because they're homosexual and say they should be put on an island somewhere, or or they, like his one statement was, "Who in here can say that they're holy?" Not one person.
Yeah, that was I think I think because he's a leader, he's just showing compassion. Are you gonna say? Let me ask you this, Suey. Are you gonna say Jesus was wrong? What would Jesus do?
Exactly.
Which I think Jesus would do.
Jesus went to the people, the Gentiles, non-believers, and everybody. He went to prostitutes and all of that.
Which I think Jesus would do if he saw a homosexual person.
He would pray for them.
You know what I mean? Let me see. You don't love people so much that you let your guard down. That's why the youth don't respect the elders because they come in weak. What would you think? What should he do? Correct his brother. I think that video's. I don't know.
So like his stance on weakened over the years.
Yeah, I don't know how it kind of. I don't know. I would have to see the whole. I was trying to see where he was going. See, I don't like those videos when they cut it. I was trying to see where he was going with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see nothing wrong with him seeing a homosexual person backstage and giving him a hug and saying, "What's up, my brother?" I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
I think the context of his conversation was that he don't know what he don't care what walk of life you come from. Him as a spiritual leader love you as his brother man. That's what his whole spirit is, which is the spirit of God. What you do? Will he talk against it? Yes, because that is the wrong lifestyle that Jesus brought, Muhammad brought, Louis Farrakhan is teaching, and any religion is teaching. That is an abomination. It's not the way you're supposed to live. But that doesn't make me not love you still as a human, as a brother man. That's it. I think that's what his whole message was about.
Yeah,
That's why.
that's how I feel, Naeem. But he's showing love. I'll never say Louis Farrakhan agrees with homosexuality though.
No, he don't.
Until
He
I
don't
see a
agree with it.
video where he say he agrees with it.
Agree.
That's not his lifestyle. He's a Muslim.
Jesus said, "I'm not here to change the law, but confirm it." Jesus was a believer in Allah's universal laws. We've been given watered down version of Jesus. Remember, Jesus turned tables on us.
Exactly.
Okay. So what do you so all right, so what do you think Jesus would have done in the presence of a homosexual person? What do you think he would have done? Beat him up?
Quick answer, pray for him.
You know what I'm saying?
What could he do?
We got like 5 more minutes, y'all.
He could pray for him. He could give him spiritual direction that is not the way of God. Pray for him and still love him the same.
Oh, Johnny, everybody's sick too. Karina's sick, Noah's sick, Naeem and Sui ready though. I don't know where Ed and them at.
Noah's sick
Hey,
because she been arguing with Cross all day.
hey, Jason, I didn't give him a head up, but they would have been ready if I'd have given them a head up. They'd have been ready. Hey, group chat away.
Yeah, Noah was arguing with Cross all day. Woke me up with my phone with blink, 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 blink. They back and forth.
Yeah, my joint out of storage. I think I got like 200 messages I gotta read.
That chat is
Yeah.
on mute.
Yeah, I put that on mute every now and then. Y'all go on mute.
I wouldn't
Especially when
that
Cross start to posting stupid shit and you get to going back and forth with him with more stupid shit. Yeah. Whenever I see Kurt and Cross going back and forth, yep, muted.
It be early. You know what? I'm a screenshot his telephone, and when he start texting at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna call him on the phone and say, "Let's talk in person," cause This bling bling in my ears, we're keeping me woke.
Hold on, let me do this right quick. Let me go to the actual joint because somebody clicked that and made their own version. But let me go to the actual joint right here.
Respect us. And if you don't want to respect us, we're going to take our respect. I would never identify with you or the community you're talking about, because my community, the black people I lead, the good people I lead of all races, we're a strong people, we're a capable people, we're a proud people. And if we're owed something, we're going to take it. You hear me? If we're owed respect, we're going to take it. If we're owed money, we're going to take it. As men, we won't be begging. And I can assure you, there's no ear to your begging.
Well, it's not about begging. It's about reparations owed for harm done.
If you're not begging, then take it. Why don't you have it then? If you're not begging, why don't you have it?
We live on land. We are in enemy's territory, and we've been indoctrinated into the enemy's territory.
We have been indoctrinated. You.
It's not we. It's not me. So what happened? So why haven't the people like you who haven't been taking it back? Because there's a bunch of y'all. I always have these conversations.
Right as we speak. I'm on 62 acres of land.
I always have these conversations, and I know a bunch of people that got land, and they got about 20 or 30 of them. But I'm talking about the collective of black. It's 48 million people, black people inside of America. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about when you can galvanize half of them or 2/3 of them.
Only need 5%.
Okay, if you can galvanize 5% of them, we've been having this conversation with people saying we don't need this from the government. And all the time. None of those people who have said it have done anything to do it. And when they do
that's not true. You ever heard of the Nation of Islam? You ever heard of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad?
Yes.
They did great things. They had farmland. They had stores. In fact, New York was a major epicenter for this thing. And they did extremely.
Damn. My fault, y'all.
Poverty. And Minister Farrakhan. And I'm going to just type in the word homosexual. Or homosexuality, maybe. Okay, and then I'm going to click the share screen. Okay, so here we go. And so all I typed in was Minister Farrakhan homosexuality.
Those are old, and once again, I told you.
Okay, I'm just explaining to everyone what I did, so it doesn't seem as though I'm trying to create a particular perspective. So I'm going to do two things, if you don't mind. He's old right here and he's young right here. So I'm just going to click this one and we'll listen, and then I'll click this one. So here's a young Minister Farrakhan and here's an old Minister Farrakhan. Do you mind if we just listen to each of them briefly?
Okay.
Okay. Very good. And in the audience, if you can confirm, were you able to hear him?
By nature is inclined to.
Can you hear him?
Yes, I am fine.
Okay, I just want to make sure that the volume's good. Okay, fantastic.
Man by nature is inclined to and leans toward the female. Right. And the female by nature leans toward the male. Now we want to know whence came this deviation.
Hello.
Listen very carefully.
I'm listening.
The Bible says he changed the truth of God into a lie. And when you pervert the truth of God and make it a lie, then what follows from that is a system of perversion, a system of deviation. We didn't learn this freakish behavior in Africa. You cannot find brothers in Africa walking around with broken wrists.
I said that earlier.
You don't find women in Africa running with women. We learned that behavior.
From who?
In our sojourn in America.
That part.
So since we learned this behavior, we can unlearn.
Okay, so I'm gonna cut that because I think we get the gist of that one. And as promised, I'm gonna go back. So that was young Farrakhan. Here's old Farrakhan. So I'm just got that right there. And it says the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan on black homosexuality. And then I'm just gonna click play here.
I love you as a brother. I love you as a sister. But the love of the same sex for one another that's rooted in righteousness is wonderful. But when we take it to the extreme, which Satan has caused us to do now, we have gone to the extreme under the tutelage of a real satanic mind.
Okay. So I'm now going to stop that one because we've heard enough. And I'm just going to repeat for everybody who didn't get it. When he was young, he said, "This is not of us. This is wicked." And then I just played one when he's clearly old. He says, "If you do that, you're under a satanic mind."
That's not what he said at first. So you ignored what he said? So you ignored what he said at the beginning?
What?
So did you
what?
You ignored what he said, bro? See, this one,
Wait, hold on. Wait.
I'm just asking you, did you ignore?
Did you understand what he was saying?
Hey, comprehension is what hurts us the most.
It is.
Selective hearing.
Selective hearing.
Now listen to my song explanation to this, and this is who Mandani appointed.
He said the natural love that we have for the same gender in a righteous way, meaning like I have love for you as my fellow man. No. He says that is appropriate, but when you take it beyond that, meaning inappropriate, homosexual, now you have a satanic mind. That's what he said.
No, sir.
Wow. I want you to explain briefly, and I'm gonna replay it, then you can re-explain it. Just tell me.
I've been there. I've been in the mosque, bro. You can't tell me.
I've been in the mosque.
I've been in these recent conversations. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the recent conversations that he has had.
No. Tell me what he just said just now, because I was listening. I'm gonna play it again, because like you're playing games. Like that's crazy. Like I'm gonna play this again. Tell me what the brother is saying, because you're trying to reinterpret, and that's what liberals do. They lie.
I love you as a brother.
I love you as a brother, so that means not romantic.
I love you as a sister.
Not romantic.
But the love of the same sex for one another that's rooted in righteousness is wonderful.
What does that mean?
I want you to explain that, because I have a feeling like you're misunderstanding.
No,
what does that mean?
Because I'm trying to tell you. He said,
what does that mean?
He's saying that he understands that that's their reality. It's rooted in righteousness.
No, use the words he used and then explain it to me.
Let me play the one that I know.
No, don't play the one you know. We had the brother on screen. I'm asking you, explain based on what he just said. Why are you running?
Say I'm better than you.
Wait, my son, like we just played the brother Minister Louis Farrakhan in his own words. Why are you running? I'm just saying, why not just explain to me what he just said? Because I got great English language comprehension.
The prostitute.
What are you doing? We didn't agree to that. Like, why are you?
No, because you're pulling up something that doesn't go.
Wait, hold on. You said I'm pulling up something. I literally just typed in the query in front of everyone's eyes.
Is sin according to the standard of God.
People are saying that you're lying on the minister right now.
I'm not lying on the minister.
Well, then why can't we look at what he just said? Why do you have to go like search out something like he just spoke up?
Brother, I'm just trying to tell you this, man, that what the minister has said.
You don't have to tell me that. We just played his face. I'm saying, tell me the minister said this, and these words mean X, Y, and Z. So I'm saying, like, quote him and then explain to me, because I understand English is my first language and I'm very good with it. I'm telling you. So how did I miss this?
Okay, what I'm explaining to you is that the minister has said this is not our way of life, and we believe that it's against the will of God, but he is not against you, and you are his brother and you are his sister. And that's what he said. And that is exactly what I was explaining to you. My way of life and your way of life is not the way I live. The way I live is not something that I live for me, but I'm not against you as my brother or sister. And I do not have anything against you because you live outside of the way that I live. And that's what he has said. The same thing that I said.
If that's what he was saying, why did you feel the need to not analyze the video that I just played of him speaking out of his own mouth?
Because I've heard the words that he spoke out of his mouth, and I was trying to let you hear the words that I've heard, so we don't have a miscommunication.
We were just playing his words, so we don't need to go based on your memory. We don't have to go based on my memory.
Brother, you played 30 seconds of a 10-minute conversation, and you said that's all you need to hear.
We can go back and play more of it, because I can assure you I already know how it goes.
Okay.
Because the brother minister Louis Farrakhan has never once said that being a homo.
I'll pause it right there. What y'all think?
I think the one dude with the headphones got his, understanding is a fickle thing. You know, he's not. He's trying to interpret what he think the Louis Farrakhan is saying.
Right.
And he's not taking the context of
saying, 'cause
what
you're trying to reinterpret.
Right. He's trying to reinterpret what the minister is saying.
So what you think he's saying?
I think he's saying what the other dude said, that you know, I have love for you as my brother man. We don't have the same lifestyles because that homosexuality lifestyle is an offset of how God wants you to live. But love for your brother man is the ultimate love because that comes from God. That's what he's saying. He's not saying he hate them because that's what they are. I'm not going to affiliate with you or I'm a body. That's not what he's saying. He doesn't have a vileness against it. He's telling you the way that you're supposed to move in the spirit of God or Allah. That's an abnormality. That's a culture that was given to us.
So do you think Farrakhan and what he just said just now is saying that he agreed with homosexuality?
No, he's not agreeing with it.
Okay, so my son, you say you agree with my son. My son is not saying what you're saying. Marquette, the brother with the headphones, is the one that's saying exactly what you just said. My son is saying something different. My son is the one saying Farrakhan agrees with homosexuality.
No, my son is saying that Louis Farrakhan is saying he understands that people are homosexuals. That doesn't take away his love for the people.
This whole argument started because Marquette said the Nation of Islam don't mess with homosexuals at all, and my son is saying yes, he cool with it. It's okay. He's not against it. He's telling them. He said, "Yo, I've been in the mosque. I've been in these conversations with him. I've been in these recent conversations. They're not against it like that." That's what my son is saying.
What Brother Farrakhan is saying is he's not for any homosexuality whatsoever. When he said, for example, when he brought up the Gators, he's saying, "Hey, I don't have no hate towards y'all. There's
That's what I just said.
Yeah, there's no."
Kurt said it. Kurt is just agreeing with the wrong. I don't know why he's agreeing with my song. Why he going my song way?
My song
my
is completely wrong.
Kurt, what you saying ain't wrong, but you're agreeing with my song. My song is on the other fence. My son ain't standing on the fence, just on that side of the fence.
So Mason is saying that Louis Farrakhan hate homosexuals.
Forget the words hate. Take that out of it. He's just saying that he doesn't see anything wrong with it, basically.
He's saying that it's okay with it.
He's not against it.
He's saying he's okay. Like
he's okay
you could
with
be part of the Nation of Islam and be homosexual, which is not the case.
It's not.
Right.
It's not. You can't be a part of the Nation of Islam and not live a Muslim life.
Right, but that's what
liberals do. They lie.
Push.
I love you as a brother.
What?
You ignored what
and that behavior
from who?
You said it
in our
has caused us to do now. We have gone to the extreme under the tutelage of a real satanic mind.
Okay. So I'm now going to stop that one because we've heard enough, and I'm just going to repeat for everybody who didn't get it. When he was young, he said, "This is not of us. This is wicked." Then I just play one when he's clearly old. He says, "If you do that, you're under a satanic mind."
That's not what he said at first. So you ignored what he said?
What?
So you ignored what he said at the beginning?
What?
So did you
What?
You ignored what he said, bro. See, this one.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
I'm just asking you, did you ignore?
Did you understand what he was saying? He said the natural love that we have for the same gender in a righteous way, meaning like I have love for you as my fellow man.
No.
He says that is appropriate, but when you take it beyond that, meaning inappropriate, homosexual, now you have a satanic mind. That's what he said.
No, sir.
No,
wow.
sir.
I want you to explain.
You and the brother with the headphones are saying the same thing.
Right.
And Mike Son is saying no, sir.
I think they got, I don't know, they got two different concepts of what the brother is saying. And
yeah, that's his point. That's my cat point.
Yeah, they you know, when you got people on different sides, it's hard to get somebody, once they are fixed in their head what they believe, they think they heard.
Yeah.
Once it's fixed, it's hard to unfix a practice.
That's what
mentality.
they say about you, Kurt.
Yeah.
Well,
I say it all the time.
That's what I say.
All the time.
That's what I say about BJ. You know what I'm saying? And Cross, because I mean, you know, Cross come up out of them rabbit holes, boy, like Bugs Bunny, all the time.
You know why you can't say that about me? Because for the past 2-3 months, I've been saying F Donald Trump. F him.
I mean, I understand that, but
2-3 months, I've been saying F him, and y'all keep coming to me with Donald Trump. You and Noah. BJ, Donald Trump. I've been
but BJ,
earlier today in the chat, I said,
but BJ,
about Donald Trump.
Well, BJ, you are a work in progress. See, you 15 years ago when Obama was running, you was on the Democrat side. Now you done flip-flop to the other side, and now you really just an independent. You just a free thinker. You know what I'm saying?
I'm 44 years old, bro. If I was still thinking the same way I was thinking 15 years ago, I'd be a fool.
That's a problem.
That would be a problem. I'm 44 years old. And
if
I wasn't a
something don't
Democrat
change,
then. I wasn't a Democrat then. I was in prison looking at Obama running for president, thinking that this was about to change something.
We all drank that Kool-Aid.
A year later, when my mother got a letter in the mail and my aunt got a letter in the mail with an Obama name signature on it, and they had to move, it was F Obama too. I'm not loyal to nobody, but me and mine.
Right.
That's where y'all get it twisted at. I'm not loyal to none of them.
Well, I mean,
me and mine. And especially
I'm
once you cross mine, it's F you, black or white.
That's what I say, and that's why I say that the Republicans, the Democrats, and the Independents, they are different wings of the same bird. All them motherfuckers is fucked up. Clinton, all of them. All of them is in the pedophile files.
Here we go.
Once you affect my moms and my aunt, yeah, man, it's F you, nigga.
It's a problem.
It's gonna be Obama 6, nigga. How you talk about? Word up.
But I mean, people change their narratives. When you ain't on my team, then you the op. We ain't going in the same places.
I drank the Kool-Aid too. I did. But one thing about it, I'm gonna stop drinking it. I'm gonna stop drinking it quick. Straight up.
I've been drinking tea and water.
Different.
Drinking tea and water. Doing good.
But I damn sure ain't gonna drink that Donald Trump Kool-Aid. That shit, that stuff seems like it's poisonous. It's gonna get some people killed.
It's just because you too personal. You too invested personally.
You know why I'm kind of invested personally, because like I said, I've been on that side of military, and I do know that, you know, like with international affiliations and how our government, which we call our government, and they supposed to be doing things in our best interests, when you start turning our allies against us, and possibly, see, a lot of you all have not lived during wartime. The war, the
We don't gotta
draft.
live during none of that, Kurt.
Okay,
You
okay.
said
Let
you
me
said Trump
finish.
started the Russian
Let
and
me say. Let me
Ukraine
finish.
war.
Let me finish what I'm saying, BJ, before you cut me
Everybody was
off.
alive in the 90s, sir.
Okay. When there is a such thing as a act of war, and the draft age right now is 18 to 25, but if it expands, they have a right to expand the draft age to your age group, and they will put you on a ship and take you over there in the war and get you killed over some bullshit policy that ain't working for nobody.
But what that got to do with Trump?
I was thinking it before
You
you
he
said
went
it.
he went down into Argentina and took a Chinese oil rig and took it to Texas and unloaded it. People get angry about that shit, especially those other countries. All of a sudden, you in a what is called an armed conflict.
When
How
this
they
happened?
got. You don't remember when Donald Trump just went down there in Argentina and they
I
commandeered
just
that?
asked you. I just asked you when did it happen?
What, last week?
Okay, so
Wasn't
you have a personal against him because of something that happened last week. You've been talking about Donald Trump since we
I
started the
got something
podcast.
personal against how he treat the international stage and what could possibly traject this whole country into a conflict or into a war that's going to send your kids and my kids into a war that they not going to go into.
So you got a personal with that man because of something that could possibly happen?
Yeah, when you do foolish shit, that's what happens. When you go out in the streets as a black man with a gun that ain't registered, then there's a great possibility that you can create a situation that can blow up that's now no longer in your control.
Why people like you been saying Trump was gonna take us to war since 2016.
Put us back in slavery.
Put us back in slavery. People like you been saying that since 2016.
I also
And
said
then nothing happened.
I also said he was gonna mess up the medical stuff, and
It
what's
still ain't
happening
happened
now?
yet.
You say they ain't taking Medicaid, they taking $100 trillion out of the whole medical field, and what's gonna happen? They ain't gonna have enough money to even test you if you go to the hospital. Me and my son just recently had to go to the emergency room because I thought I had caught the flu. My son thought he caught the flu. They only tested for corona and the flu. They said they couldn't test for the other viruses because the funds were not allocated to the hospitals.
Hey, listen, man. If you go into the hospital and you thought you caught the flu, you already lost. You already
I
lost,
had
nigga.
to
You better
wait.
drink some tea and lemon, nigga,
First
and
of
stop
all,
smoking.
I tried all that. We had upper respiratory infections. My
I got
son,
tea for that.
my son has a pre-existing condition that the flu can actually kill him. So yes, he went to go get some type of medication that would kill that upper respiratory infection from working in that dusty ass motherfucking warehouse that he was in.
Got you. I
You know what
agree,
I'm saying?
Naima. I ain't going to no war. I don't care what happens. Truthfully, and tell you the truth, Kurt, I ain't going to no war, and my kids ain't going to no war. I don't care who get drafted. I don't care
Some
what
tea
war
for your
break
lungs
out.
right here, Kurt. I
Better
got some
brand,
lemon
better
ginger too.
lungs, better tea.
Dude, you don't know the history. So that you see, everything don't work for everybody.
Hey,
I got a daughter that turned whole
It's
vegan,
called
and
preventive. It's preventative maintenance.
that's what my daughter said about the vegan diet. But with one thing about the vegan diet that they don't tell you is yes, you can eliminate probably high blood pressure, but you take all of the protein out of your diet, and then you're gonna have weak bones. You know what I'm saying? You know, drastic changes like that. I know all about the
You
earth.
get protein from other things than meat.
Well, yeah, you can do it from nuts, but you know, like It's already been the studies that show that if you take all of the protein out of your diet and you go strictly to a vegetarian diet, stuff like the stuff you get from fish and turkey, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be deficient in that.
I don't know. I kind of followed. I kind of follow BJ's wave on the tea thing since like 20. What was that? 2012 BJ 2013, grabbing tea and shit like that.
Tea,
Since then
look,
I've been
that
drinking. I've
tea,
been drinking tea and smoking at the same time. I always drank tea.
listen, that
Yeah,
tea,
I love it.
I tell you a remedy, that tea, that pure honey and lemon,
Mm-hmm.
and you boil that, it'll knock out a lot of the mucus. But once you get an infection, you have to get things to get rid of that infection. My son has a
Some people do. Some people do. I know your
my
son's
son.
situation, so
Get you
yeah,
some of this, Cuzzo.
he got to go to the hospital.
Get you some of this,
No,
Cuzzo.
no, we had to go to a hospital. That ain't
Some
gonna
good old
work.
organic lemon extract. I put this right in my tea too.
He just talking about what he used, Kurt. He ain't talking about what your son need to do.
Yeah, I
That's all.
ain't worried
He's
about.
showing us
I
what
put.
he used. That's all.
Yeah, I mean,
That's all.
I know about all of the different formulas. It's just this one
That ain't
Jamaican
no
gal.
formula or nothing, man. That's just lemon extract. It ain't no formula. It's just lemon extract. That's all it is. High
Listen,
concentrated lemon juice.
but and
That's
that
it.
may and that may work for you. Right on. That ain't gonna work for everybody.
It's
Yeah,
good old
certain people
ginger,
got
lemon.
conditions that's already,
Hmm. Yeah, it do fine for
already
me. That's
affecting them.
all I know. Either lemon, ginger, and
But
my
I
grandmother.
know one thing, Kurt. They talking about if you go vegetarian, your bones get weakened and all that. The
Hmm.
gorilla is the vegetarian, and he'll knock your head off your show. He the strongest nigga in the jungle. The gorilla, all he do
Giraffes,
is eat plants, and the elephant,
giraffes, are, giraffes are vegetarian. Uh, um,
that gorilla and
um,
that elephant, boy, all they do is
yep.
eat plants, and ain't nobody
Elephant
messing with them.
vegetarian.
Yeah, that is a good analogy, but an ape is an ape and a human is different.
I don't even think right. I gotta look it up, but I
No,
don't even think rhinos eat meat like that. I think they eat a lot of
we have the
vegetables and
same
shit too.
thing. What you call it?
BJ, this gonna put a couple dollars in our pocket, or it ain't affecting us.
Let me see. I didn't even know about that. Well, what they got going on? More than
The folk
9,500 commercial truckers taking off U.S. roads nationwide. For what?
they can't. They don't speak. They don't read, write, or speak
Oh,
English.
that's old. Yeah, they.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
all.
know. I don't know.
Hey,
Maybe the race. It's been more loads on the load board. It's been more loads there. So maybe that did trickle down by now. Because
It
I think
was
that happened like 2 months ago.
a couple of months ago. It was 3,000, but now in December they just upped it to
Oh,
this.
December. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's from that. Remember when the guy made the U-turn on in
Mm-hmm.
Florida and killed them people? That's
Mm-hmm.
what started
That
it.
was a yeah. That was a
well,
big backbreaker.
not only that, I was just telling BJ the other day in St. Louis, I seen a driverless rig riding down the
They've been
highway.
doing that. Yeah, they've been doing that.
Ain't
Was
no
it blue?
wasn't.
Was it blue?
I thought it was like black, all of them lights on it and shit. It looked like
Yeah,
a
it
little
was blue. I know
spaceship.
what you're talking about. I seen the
It
company.
ain't
It's
going
only
too
one
far,
company
bro.
out doing it. Yeah, it's
They're not gonna put that on the
mm-mm.
road like to go over the road like the real long
Stay
Yeah.
haul or
local.
whatever.
I
UPS
seen the
have them, FedEx have them in California and stuff. Most of it is yard jockeys.
yep. And there's only
It
one.
probably was doing a short haul, but
Yeah, there's only
they
one
can't.
company
It's a
that's
risk. It's
allowed.
too much of a risk to put it on the
Hmm.
road.
Well, it's just like them driverless cars. They got them riding through to police stops and everything. But the technology, this AI technology, artificial, they trying to go to robots and eliminate men or civilians from doing jobs. If we
Well,
don't go
it's
into,
happening. Yeah, it's happening. You seen
it's
it. You seen
happening.
it with Walmart first. They got all the
Hmm.
registered people up out there, put all them self checkout lines in.
Hmm.
But once again, a self driving semi truck, 18
Never
wheeler,
gonna last.
is not gonna go too far, bro.
Mm-mm.
It's not.
Right, because when
It's
a
too many.
computer
It's too many
look,
hazardous weather,
look,
everything.
Mm-mm.
It's
not
too
only
much.
that,
Hills.
when that computer got to make a decision when one of them cars cut them off,
Exactly. Exactly.
That computer gonna blow a gasket.
No, there was one Tesla. There was one Tesla that had all the cameras and all that stuff like that, and it knew how to compute for certain things, and it had a man walking a bicycle. Now it knew to have a bicycle, how to check for that, or how to check for somebody on a bike or something, but it didn't know how to check for a man walking a bicycle and ran that man right over. So it's always going to be something. It's always going to be
It's gonna
something
be a
that,
glitch. It's
yeah,
gonna be a
what is
glitch.
it? You can't play that glitch thing with an 18
Now I
wheeler
think
truck.
what they're gonna do is because eventually they're gonna try to push for it because they're gonna save millions of dollars and stuff.
Hmm.
What they're gonna do is they're gonna have the self-driving trucks, but they'll have a driver in there.
Co-pilot.
They'll have a driver like the plane.
Hmm.
The pilot don't fly the plane the whole time. They're being autopilot.
Hmm.
So it'll be
And
an
more than
auto
Right.
likely,
drive, but it's gonna be a human dude in there. You know what I'm
Cause they
saying?
did that. They did that
That'll
with
be able to stay
Uber.
in
I
there.
don't know if y'all heard that story about the lady that was in the Uber having a baby. She wanted the Uber. It was a driverless car. She wanted it to speed up because she was having a baby. The car wasn't programmed for that kind of emergency.
It's not gonna.
She
Yeah, it's not gonna break the
she
law.
had that baby right there in that driverless car because it drove at the speed that it was designed to drive at safely.
I remember when Uber first got the
hmm
the self-driving cars and all that, and all them accidents they were having, and all the lawsuits they had to stop using them.
hmm
I
I
remember
only
that.
see one that's in Atlanta every now and
You know,
then
man,
when I
you know
go
how
through
many
there.
lawsuits them companies gonna have? It's gonna have an 18-wheeler, self-driving 18-wheeler from California to New York.
Hmm.
When one of them joints kills somebody's family,
What's
it's
gonna
over with.
happen if one of those rigs blow the right tire and try to take out half the highway? It's
It's
not
over
gonna
with, man.
happen, man.
They're not
What
going too
happened if a
far with
sway
Uber.
bar shootout? What happened if there's so many things that can happen?
Right. And they see, and these computers are not, computers are only as smart as the people that design them. And
Maybe if the brakes catch fire or something, it'll just stop and pull over. But
it'll
in
probably
some
be able to
cases, that's
sell.
not the best thing to
That's
do
not
either.
true. That's not true. Computers are way smarter than people that design them.
Hmm.
They generate the information too fast and too
Hmm.
much at one time. The same people that built the uh the robots in I think it was Japan or somewhere over there in one of the Asian countries, it started to get violent, so they turned them off. They shut them down. The robot shut itself, used the satellite out of space to shut itself back on and
Back
killed
on.
18 of the engineers in the damn uh, uh, facility. I think it was in Tokyo or Japan or something like 3 years ago. The
Oh,
the
I thought
the computer turned itself back on by using the satellite out of space, connecting to the satellite out of space,
that sounded
and
like that
killed them with
movie Will Smith was
metal
in.
the metal shooting whatever they had in them. It's metal shooting. I think they was building robots for like war or something
War.
for the
Hmm.
army or something. Yeah,
When
That's
I
quantum
great.
remember
computing
reading
come
about
out, it's
that.
gonna be real scary. When that quantum computer shit
Like
drop,
some
that's
real
gonna be
I
scary, man.
robot stuff. Her.
Hmm. Quantum computing is and it's a real thing. It's gonna be scary, man.
But shit,
Because if you
I'm ready to
notice,
get up out of here.
conventional, if you know,
No,
conventional wars are not being fought really a lot on the battlefield. They using drones. Them drones can fly almost anywhere. All they got to do is like a remote control, and they could drop 100 bombs with a drone.
peace out to the chat, man. Another good episode for the Nizzy.
Appreciate
Yeah,
y'all.
appreciate y'all tapping in, man.
You know it.
Appreciate you, Johnny. Appreciate you, Naima. Sue. Appreciate y'all,
Crossing
man.
here as always.
Mama Love out here in Georgia with Kadeem. Kadeem had to have a surgery.
That's right. Okay, Dave, on with the herbs and the tea. Yeah, I know what's up. You know what I'm saying? I know
Hey.
what's up. You know what I mean? Hey, everyone.
Thank
Thank
you. Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, she had to come out here for Kadeem's surgery. Peace,
Okay.
Auntie.
Kadeem good?
Yeah, Kadeem good.
All right.
Kadeem back to normal. Love you too, Naima.
Good. Good.
All right, shit. Next time, y'all. Hopefully Friday. Hopefully we get a Friday in, man.
Yeah, All right, should we prepare them for the religion thing Friday or something? Or we gonna
Yeah,
talk
you just
about
let
it?
me know. Just let me know.
Hey, look at
Alright.
this. Look at that, Look at that, BJ. Back feeling good.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah,
back.
yeah. That's the first thing
Yeah.
Kurt said, man. My back feeling good. You
I'm
All
going
back
right,
back?
to
Kurt.
You
I'm
going back
back to
skating?
normal. Yes, sir. I got 2 more chiropractics and that's it. I'm done. Boy, I'm like this. I can walk up the steps.
Yeah,
I ain't
you
even got to
wasn't
hold
moving
on the
like that
balance.
That's
last
right.
week.
Kurt, go, Kurt, go, Kurt.
You wasn't moving like that last week.
Woo! I'm so glad, man. Boy,
That boy was
I
like
was
this last week. Hold on. His boy came in the computer like this.
uh 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 back hurting.
Oh, shit. I just had surgery. I'm on
Yeah.
100 pills.
No, I don't take none of the medication. I don't do none of the medication. I'm not taking. I don't take nothing stronger than an ibuprofen. I ain't putting that in me.
I should have had one of the videos ready to go. With Kadeem. But yeah, we good. We good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Dang,
All right,
Will,
man.
Good,
you.
good
Love
night,
y'all.
man.
Hey,
Night, night.
Will, you didn't go in the closet this time. You stayed the whole time, boy. That's what's up.
I'm gonna pay for it in the morning.
I gotta get up early too. Will.
Hey, Will. I'm gonna need to call you personally on your line because I need to talk to you about some business.
I'm here.
All right.
All right, y'all. Good
Don't
night.
answer,
All
Kurt.
right.
Good
Peace,
night.
y'all.
Peace out, bro.
Peace.